but there's still so much CC going down. Shark Guy is nearly dead. Lopushinsky putting in work, but that's a huge volley bear ultimate there. And Wesley and Shield, they clean up the fight. He's trying to make the solo play, looking for that upper 90. Gravity makes a pulse, puts it low and gets the goal. And so that will be the Condors.
Angle going, working on the flash. We get 1, 2, 3, 4, all down at once right at the start of the round.
That was
Condors.
probably the quickest round.
Conestoga College is setting the stage for a new era in gaming. In 2025, we're opening a state-of-the-art esports venue, a premier facility for high-performing gamers in Canada.
In this 10,000 square foot facility, we're putting you in the center of the action. The facility will have 50 top-tier PC stations, 5 console stations, immersive VR stations, a team operations room, a full production suite, and a premier competition stage.
Esports is a rapidly evolving industry with global viewership of 532 million in 2022. This initiative goes beyond esports. It's also a platform for forging bonds, making memories, and creating connections.
Since 2020, Condors Esports continues to evolve, providing industry-leading facilities and experiences to the esports community.
Conestoga's esports venue expresses a sustainable and intentional future to compete, play, and work, all powered by gaming.
Holy macaroni, we are back here at Conestoga College watching some Condors Esports. Tonight, it's all about Valorant. You should be used to that. We were doing that yesterday. Welcome back. I'm Leaf. And tonight, we're hanging out with Mucha, my man T. What's going on?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm okay.
Yeah.
You ready to yell at video games?
Oh, I'm absolutely ready to yell.
He's like, yeah, let's get in it. But we're going to have to wait a little bit because they're not ready yet. We still have the squad getting into some of the vetoes there. You see 2 of them are in-house today. You can see them on camera. And the rest will be elsewhere into the netherworld. But it doesn't matter. Video games bring us together. What is this? Oh, it's a hand warmer.
Ready.
I love it. Okay. It's not working. That was I've never had to be in a situation where my hands needed to be warm.
Really?
So well, I mean at home, sure, but it's that's not that important because I've never been in a pro situation where I really need to do that. So I've never really gotten into hand warmers, but it's a very common thing amongst players.
I have cold hands all the time. I don't have the greatest circulation. Maybe I need to pump a little more iron and get that flowing. But
put 10 push-ups right now.
Yeah, right now.
Okay, after, right? There's not enough roof under the desk right now. So
if Condors loses for every loss, 10 push-ups.
For every round lost?
Round loss.
Oh, just every
we're
map
going to be here
loss.
pretty late. If that's, hopefully not too late.
Well, I was going to say, what are you saying?
You're right.
This could be great for us. You could have 0 push-ups by the end of this.
Yeah.
We don't know because we don't know anything about our opponents. I talked to the 2 in-house today, and they said, we don't know. We don't have we don't know the squad, so we don't have any backup history between these 2 teams that we can go off about how this is going to go. But we are in ECAC, so expect the competition to be pretty even amongst them. I'm hoping for some good games. We saw yesterday Val Gold team not the best luck with the team they ran into. So hopefully today can turn around for this squad.
Yeah, absolutely. Hopefully, we haven't seen very much from Valorant White yet, so this will be interesting for us. They haven't been streamed too much either. Just kind of a whole scheduling thing, really, when the games are. But going in blind here, so I'm excited to see what comes of it.
Well, this is the thing is we don't know much about it. The only information I have right now is I did hear over here from the players area is something about Icebox, and now this is where I become useless with my intel because I can't remember if she said, "Oh, I always ban Icebox," or if I like to pick Icebox. Which are two completely drastic sides. Those are opposite sides of the coin.
Yeah.
And it gives us no information. So we're going to find out if they wanted it or not once we get those in. But
either way, it's key map, it sounds like, regardless, whichever way it goes.
This was cool because yesterday was actually the first time we saw Icebox for the gold team in this semester as well. Again, didn't go well. It looked like the opponents had that one on lockdown. And I think that's probably why we haven't seen it from even the gold squad before. It seems like a lot of teams tend to stay away from Icebox. Do you hate Icebox too?
Yeah, well, Icebox hasn't been in rotation for a while, so it's not as practiced as the other maps maybe.
Right.
So we're in a new season, so new map rotation, all that kind of stuff. So players are trying to get acclimated to all the maps, and they might just want to stick with what they know and have practiced for previous seasons and whatnot. So I think maybe as we go on throughout the season, we might see a little bit more Icebox if it's practiced a bit more.
There's a lot more from what I saw, and it was very true, there's a lot more verticality to the map that needs to be covered. It's not just making sure you're turning corners, crosshairs here. You're also bringing your crosshairs up, and that's just a lot more work I don't want to deal with. I know I would be banning Icebox as well.
Personally, when it comes to moving my mouse upwards and hitting a shot, that is just undoable for me.
It's a harder movement. You don't practice it as much.
Yeah.
We got to get name labs. Practice this a lot more. But yeah, we'll see. I'm fairly certain. I'm leaning towards the side that she had said I ban it every time I can. So I'm going to assume they also don't want to play on it. But yeah, I mean, at some point you're right. We saw it with the Val Gold Squad yesterday. Eventually, you're probably going to have to play it. Getting that experience on it is probably going to be good.
Right, yeah.
But I guess we can find out. I do have word that we have our picks and bans in. So there we are. Okay, let's see where the Icebox lands. Okay, it's not the first one. Split for our opponents.
It was
it was ours. Okay, so I was wrong. I was leaning towards.
Well, you were half right. I mean, we can give you 50% right on that one.
And maybe that was her strat then, is that she likes to pick it because a lot of people aren't experienced with it yet.
That may be the case, yeah, no doubt.
Right.
Maybe she plays an agent that favors the map. There are specific agents, but I mean, so far we're seeing the sunset ban. We see that a lot.
I have yet to see that map played as far as I know.
It's in the grand scheme of things, it's a new map. It's the newest map to the game. But it's been out for quite a while, so there's definitely time for people to have become acclimated to this map.
Right.
No doubt. But it's still a bit of a weird one, I think, for people.
And for Split seems to be a very popular one. A lot of people seem to like to play on Split.
Yeah, Split, just really a strong aim map, I feel like.
Right.
But it requires...
Which is what the game's main mechanic revolves around.
Right, but it also requires a lot of teamwork, especially on B site, making sure all your utils in the right spot.
And then Decider is, of course, Bind, which seems to be another popular map.
Yeah, also a map that's been out for forever. I think even back in beta.
Right.
So, yeah, it'll be interesting stuff. We'll see that Icebox. Did we see any different agents yesterday that you remember?
Yes, actually. This was great because right before that we were talking about this agent, and then we had it on our squad. In the Icebox map, we had a Gecko show up, and I loved Gecko's little guys.
Yep.
The run around and do his job for him. Unfortunately, those little guys got shot down a lot. I don't know who would want to shoot those cute little guys, but
yeah, that's a good point.
You know, our opponent's just brutal, heartless. Can't believe they would do it. Yeah, no, we did see Gecko come out, and I can't remember if there's anyone else that was particularly off meta or crazy.
Any Neon?
Yeah, I did not see a Neon.
Okay, Neon can be a popular half troll pick. On Icebox.
What's your troll pick?
What's my troll pick? Neon.
Oh, it is Neon.
I'm not good at Neon at all.
Why do you?
Because I'm awful at Neon.
Okay.
And you have to be.
What particularly?
What do you mean?
About Neon.
So Neon's whole kit is pretty much based around movement. and I suck at movement in Valorant.
Okay, fair.
Counter-Strike, I can do it, but when I come to Valorant, it just doesn't work out for me.
Fair enough. No, you're not bunny hopping around?
No,
okay.
Can't do it. I don't know what it is.
You got to get on surfs. Get
on surfs.
Man. Yeah, no, beyond that, nothing crazy.
Okay.
So maybe we'll see it. We'll find out in a few moments if there is anything. But
yeah,
I feel like this sometimes is a squad you could see that from. I mean, we always know from the Valorant White team that they love to come in, again, like the other squads, with a good attitude, but they seem to really like to just have fun with this and make sure that this is just, it's an entertaining time. And we're ultimately, you always have to remember, whether it's professional level or collegiate level, you're here and you're playing a game with friends, right? And we're all there just to be excited about watching people play it too. So having that attitude is definitely fun and can lead towards some of those, off meta kind of picks.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah.
Do you have any predictions on who we could see or who you'd want to see?
Who we'd want to see?
Yeah, who do you like to see?
Who do I like to see? That's an interesting one because I haven't seen these girls play really.
Right.
So I don't know what they.
Right. So we don't know what
like
what their normal is.
Yeah. Who would I like to see? I don't know. I'll be honest. I'm not too sad with the meta picks because I feel like they make things very interesting. I mean, when you see rays flying around the map, with sky flashes overhead, getting everybody blind, and you just kind of bring a rocket launcher in and just shoot at somebody, it's always entertaining to watch.
So we found out that he's very sweaty. He just goes meta. Meta's entertaining to me, is what he says.
Meta, I guess.
Well, here we're going to find out now. The agent, so walk me through this.
We'll find out. And it's starting to look like meta. Oh, but maybe 2 duelists here, potentially.
Double duelist is always fun. You don't see that too often. We've seen it once or twice here and there with the gold teams.
Yeah. But once again, it's also somewhat map dependent. Like Haven, you could run Arena instead of a Sentinel. Seen that a few times.
Right, that's true. And Tarek's, I got intel. I guess Tarek's GF is different. That's PQ.
PQ.
That's who it is. So if anybody's familiar with the roster and they're like, who's this? Now you know.
There you are. But yeah, looks like they committed to the double duelist. So looks like we're going to see a lot of aggression coming out.
I want a full squad. Can you even do this, a full squad of duelists?
Yeah.
Okay.
You could.
I want that.
That'd be an interesting game. It puts you at maybe a slight disadvantage.
I mean, it definitely lets people know that you have confidence in the match coming up.
That is true. That's a huge power move, no doubt.
It's just constantly. It's just a rush every time. Go. It's just full on. You cannot stop. Either.
Yeah. Just W. You don't let go. Tape your finger to the W key.
That's for the W players. I want to see that one time.
One of these times, maybe.
I doubt any of the teams are going to oblige
one of the teams, maybe.
I highly doubt they're going to oblige me. But, okay, you know what? Yesterday would have been a good time for that, to ask them if they know they're going to get wiped to just go. No, they probably wanted to try on the second map because that was their pick. But anyways, we got the match going.
Yeah.
So we have MCE versus the Condors.
That we do. Yeah, so seeing the Viper versus Astra pick here. So Viper can be a lot stronger than Astra sometimes on this map, but it really depends because that wall is very important for making it into sights on this map. More than others, I'd say.
Right.
Because there's a lot of cross angles and elevation as well as icebox, right? Like you were saying. So that gets interesting, but Astra also has the ability, not sure if you're familiar, to smoke anywhere from any spot on the map.
Right. Oh, just a push straight through mid, and everyone starts getting cleaned up on the side of MCE. That's a good start for the Condors.
Kaz hitting a nice shot there and getting the util out well. And it looks like we have a really strong hold mid for Condors at the moment. Couple players maybe making their way towards ropes over to A. Oh, but Panko actually ended up getting 3 there.
Hey, we lost 1, but we'll take it. That's more than a trade. Got a nice team wipe on the other side. And they didn't get very far in the map at all. It's not like they got on site or nothing.
Yeah.
Stuck at mid. They might want to reassess their game plan for the next round.
Yeah, we'll see about that. I mean, it'll be tough with just pistols and.
Well, that's the thing too. Is I mean, a play like that you don't think too much about because hey, we went in with pistols. Right. You kind of want to get into the action as fast as possible.
Yeah. Yeah, pistol rounds is kind of like, I'm feeling confident in my aim. Let's just run it down.
Yeah. Just hit him up.
Yeah, hit a coin flip maybe. But here it is, Panko again with that jet pick. The double duelist looks like Panko is going to be the one to watch maybe this game. Aim's looking pretty locked in.
Well, we'll see right now as the attackers start to approach that A site. One kind of lurking around mid.
Yeah, but most of Condors as well is over towards A right now. So Omen over there might not be able to get a free pick as they might hope.
You see him start to creep through the wall as they count down the clock. That mid trying to find information as well. Where are the Condors situated? We might get an interaction in just a moment here. And there's the drop. And PQ's going to drop one. 2 others on the map are already missing. And now there's 2 left to try and pick up that spike and move it to a site.
Yeah, just 2 left with pistols. Not sure how much can be done here. PQ's going to get that pick over on Toxic Bill and then get another one. That's 3. That's a flawless round for Condors.
Don't want to counter chickens too early, but gunfight-wise, it does feel like Conestoga might have a bit of an upper hand, at least so far.
So far, I mean, I'd say it's definitely a little bit too early to tell at this point. You know, a pistol round and a save round, but this is the round that might show that.
This is where you need to lock in all of your opinions
right now. Got to be right about it. But yeah, it looks like most of the teams making their way towards B. But this is the round. This is the round to watch. Both teams on even buys here. Looks like I'm actually seeing a lot of mid right now. Kaz trying to just clear a little bit of stuff out with that utility. Is going to get information spotted from that Sky Dog. But
again, MCE's still kind of just floating around mid.
Yeah,
not really making a move.
Playing it very slowly. Kind of waiting this util up, but I think they're going to start making their way in with that Sky Flash. Ooh, Kaz kind of shooting in between the 2 characters there. Really a synchronized swing from them, but
ooh, and a nice swing there for MCE. They've got 3 of the Condors down. They'll be in a good situation now to try to get that spike planted down on
huge flank though. Oh, but doesn't check that left corner. Gets taken out.
Right play. You try to sneak up behind them, but
they're ready.
They were ready. Still advantage for Condors. Things will be a little more evened out now, especially if MCE can grab themselves another round win. Economy-wise, there's not too big of a split.
Yes, looks like another mid and B split potentially here. We're seeing that Viper wall set up very early on B, making it very doable for them to kind of separate B site from mid heaven area.
It's a smart thing to do because, again, last time they had that setup, they pushed on A, so they're just trying to break any habits that they might be able to give away to the Condors, disrupt any readability.
Right.
But again, mid, it seems to be the bread and butter for their pushes.
Yeah, Condors maybe playing it a little less aggressive this time, kind of holding back further, open to trades more, I think, right now. So see if it pans out for him. And Kaz able to pick up one already, but Panko gets taken out. Kaz getting that trade, though.
Yeah, Crosshair's not where they needed to be on that swing. And they'll get dropped 3-2. MCE is up. They know a player's there. They can't get the pick. Now it's 2-1. Let me see a plant on B. Be up to PQ to try to take down the other 2.
Yeah, Omen half HP and actually peeking that, but really nice shot from Arc and takes out class player of the Condors, evening up the score, 2-2.
That's it, 2-2. As we said, it was too early to call anything before. I had to latch on to something.
Yeah, fair enough, but I'd say both teams right now, the aim's looking good. That was definitely a very close round, but a couple more of the trades just went in favor of the other team.
Condors will try to kill his momentum, stacked heavy on B, which might be the right thing. So we see MCE hanging around that side. They'll go up through mid again. One will swing back maybe. No, they'll all be pushing up that mid.
They're really committing to this mid play.
Look at that aggressive flank right now
being
from
really
the Condors.
Oh, and Kaz is actually able to pick one up. right away. Panko coming in behind, but Kaz gets
missed.
another. And we see another coming out from Astra. Did she get a second? No, but got rid of a lot of guns there for MCE.
I particularly like the play.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, again, the shots, and I think once the engagement happened, the aggression died out a little bit too soon. That we did have MCE manage to be able to turn around, take the fight, and engage. It was a close call though, and I liked the play. That was fun.
Seeing an op come out very early from Panko, so maybe this will switch things up with the rounds in Condor's favor. But not too sure how much action Panko's going to see with that op. Once again,
it's a team wipe. I'm calling it right now. Let's go, Panko. Give us a show.
Hopefully, maybe see an early rotate towards mid here.
Get out there, little guy.
I'm not spotting anybody. Ooh, but that nade might get a little bit of damage. No, but it's going to push him back quite a bit.
It did, and yeah, and that flash went out too, and then no push on it as a result.
Yeah.
Saw Kaz was ready.
Oh, but Panko actually made their way over towards B, so we might see that team white that you were hoping for, but I think MCE is backing off B. Not too sure.
Quite significantly. I don't know. Maybe they're just going to go back to spawn and say, hey, let's rethink. They don't have a lot of time to do that, though. There's only a minute left.
Yeah, less than a minute left on the clock, and Spike's still over towards B. They're kind of floating around mid, floating around A, trying to find maybe some aggression from Condors. Maybe, a couple players had a little too much caffeine and wants to hold W, but
or they're scared about that flank that happened before. That they're worried it might happen again.
Right.
But I think they finally made up their mind.
Yeah, gonna see a explosive A push here for sure. Smoke's going out over towards mid. Maybe just
decoy on the push
keep
mid.
them there over a little sooner.
And it did kind of work. You have the wall up on A as well, so the Condors won't have the information that they're on there until that spike gets planted. Now they're going to be able to rush in.
Yeah, but I mean that's A site without a single shot fired.
Yep.
Nothing, just all utility. But Condors just playing it safe, trying to get these free picks.
Oh, showstopper out and no shot.
Just barely missed that one. Almost got it off. But Ella is able to pick one up, but unfortunately gets traded out right after. Panko picking one up with the op. MGD getting one. Trades going out left and right here. But Panko just barely misses that shot on arc. Picking it off, and now it's all up.
There it is.
Astra, but can't end up winning that round. Yeah, these rounds are definitely very close, but it seems like most of the trades are going in favor of MCE here.
Condors outsmarted on that play, it seemed.
Yeah.
Again, I liked the eventual regroup, that patience. Yeah, I think Condors are like, okay, we got to kill that quick. Let's kill this momentum because if this goes any further, MCE is going to have a little bit too much confidence going into these next rounds. It seemed like, okay, they were able to hold up against them, hold it together against MCE at the beginning, but you don't want to let it get too far out of your grasp. 4 rounds in a row now, won for MCE. Let's shut it down, especially after a good play, honestly, a smart play. As you mentioned, no shots fired. It was util only, and a regroup that'll let them get on site to plant pretty confidently.
Yeah, I'm wondering if we saw that aggressive play from Condors on their save round, and they actually did quite a bit of work given the amount of firepower they had.
Right.
So I'm wondering if maybe getting a little bit more aggressive like that might help, but once again, MCE seems to be watching for that as well, as they're playing very slowly, but you might be able to lurk up, maybe catch somebody off guard and give yourself player advantage. Still looks like MCE likes to group up over around garage and mid, though.
That's their well, I mean, again, at this point, for you, do you think a push from Condors, which looks like that might happen here?
Yeah.
Exactly what I was about to ask if they might do is push that mid, but now there's a mix-up, and it's a B rush, and all of the Condors on the wrong side of the wall, and it's going to be a straight site and a plant for MCE. Honestly, this is what we call conditioning and mix-ups. You had brilliant conditioning. Got to give credit where credit's due. MCE knew how to make the Condors think they'd be going for that mid every single time.
Yeah, I mean, they've been great at switching it up constantly, not really letting them know what's going to happen. But as the game goes on, maybe that gets a little bit more predictable about how they switch it up. we'll just have to wait and see. But Panko's bringing out the Blade Storm, is able to pick up one, but gets kind of caught out in the middle by Toxic Bill. But Condors up one player right now, just up to Viper here. Lineup's going out from Viper for that. Can they defuse it in time? I think there's enough time as long as they don't get sprayed through. Oh, shots being missed, and Condors somehow able to pull that round off.
Still dead, but hey, we got the win.
Yeah.
that was quite the lucky stroke of bullets whizzing by your head.
Yeah. I'll be damned.
I bet her adrenaline is going right now.
Oh, no doubt.
That's one of those situations where your fingers are crossed, and as it gets closer and closer, and you know someone is still looking for you, your body pumps it. So I'm curious to see if that's going to carry into these next rounds.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I think Viper, that might carry into the next rounds for the Viper player.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like she's going to have a little bit of energy coming into this round.
Yeah, no doubt.
But the conditioning and mix-ups is a really hard thing you said. It's all about can you then eventually find a habit, and do they become readable on their mix-ups?
Right.
That, you get 2 to 3 mid pushes, mix it up with a different one more mid push, then another play. Now people might expect you to go back to that mid push, and all of a sudden you pull out a B rush. It works, and it was a smart play. And I honestly think this was, again, one of those rock, paper, scissors situations.
Yeah.
They went straight for the same play, which could have been called out by Condors, and it wasn't.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the one player that was on there at least was able to get a pick, but Condors kind of really not ready for it. Still, once again, grouped around mid, expecting that mid play because it was working so well for them at the start and giving them all those rounds. And, after losing a site, usually people don't want to, try it again. Be like, all right, let's go back to what was working.
Well, it got them that close, and it's gotten them close again. 3-2. There's another pick down. It's a 3-1. And McMag is going to wrap up 2 more kills to clean out the Condors. And this is where I'm very curious what the Condors will do at this point. I, as an IGL, not knowing this game as well, would still want to push that mid. I think this is the chance to push mid because we just saw 2 B rushes, and it's easy then to have the sunk cost fallacy of like, okay, we did it twice. We're losing too much. Let's go somewhere else. And they do that. They don't go for that mid push. And I'm very curious to see if MCE is going to go.
It looks like it's going to be the garage push.
B.
So
okay, Condors might make the right call here.
Yeah. Kaz not able to get one up. Maybe we see one. No, looks like they're going to run out, play a little safer, play their angles here.
Yeah.
And that's Cypher ultimate going out.
A little bit of damage on a couple
they're
players.
Gonna see all of Condors is over towards B, and I think they're just gonna instantly rotate out of there.
Yeah.
Maybe we see them go up through heaven. No, it looks like straight through ropes to A. We do have MGD waiting though with the Sheriff, able to pick one up. Definitely hears the others. Maybe tries to get out of there in time. Oh, trying to reload out open. MGD, the whole team looking at him. Oh, both teams whiffing left and right. Getting caught out in utility as well. Not looking good for the Condors right now. It is a save round, so usually don't go into those expecting to win.
No, of course, but the more players you can drop on your opponent's side of the field, the better.
Right. But just one that Condors are finding. Maybe Ella here can find another one. Ooh, not quite. Looks like McMag kind of made up for that last round at this point.
No, that's exactly it. I wonder if we look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, just got 6 kills in this past 2 rounds.
Yeah, if how McMag is doing out there, because I think, again, McMag seems to be appearing in the kill feed quite often.
Yeah, but after missing those classic shots on the diffuser, had to do something.
Well, we'll find out maybe in the next round when we can look at the scoreboard. For now, it's the Condors down 3 rounds. At least they disrupt the momentum that MC had on them earlier. From a 4-2 to a 6-3. We're still down by double.
Yeah, once again, though, just really lurking around mid, but it looks like this time they're actually going to get aggressive with it and not make their way through heaven. One of them's going to go, but hey, 2 picks out. 4v3 for Condors, not so bad. Now, MCE does have B site, but Condors with man advantage. Ooh, not for long though. But L is actually able to pick up that trade, so man advantage now for Condors. 3v2. Spike still not down. MCE playing it slow, maybe trying to get some free picks here, but Panko doesn't want to let that happen. Able to pick up one more. Now it's all up to Cypher and gets caught out in the open. There's MGD getting that final pick, and Condors getting another round, bringing that score a little bit closer.
Yeah, this is what I like to see, keeping it competitive. Again, a lot of it, especially what I want to see, I think we all want to see, is it's when you're running a double duelist, you want to be getting those early picks. You need to be winning those fights. And a couple rounds, we just had not seen that happen. And that obviously then leads to a bit of a snowball effect for MCE. If they win that first pick, they're just going to start to stomp you the rest of the way through. So
yeah, no doubt. And I would also like to add on that double duelist, can be a lot stronger on attack rather than defense.
Right, that's true.
So their plan here might not really be get rounds on defense, and if that's the case, they're not doing too bad.
No, this is good, keeping it even on defense. If right, as you said, if they're looking towards that attack side of this matchup, then I'm hoping for great things.
Yeah, no doubt. Still, Condors though, they're really sticking a mid, but actually get taken out. Two of them taken out by McMag. Panko's able to shut down that streak McMag's been having for this round, but down one player comparatively to MCE.
Panko with the wraparound, trying to get on site. They know that they're going to be pushing A.
Cypher's able to pick one up though. Actually gets the spike down, but Zook's able to get the trade. Panko coming in to get the trade again. Both players set up at heaven here, ready for this actually. Ooh, Panko, good crosshair placement. Gets out aimed, but Eric's girlfriend able to pick it up.
And there it is, another one towards the Condors. 6-5 in favor of MCE, but that's quite a different story than it was 2 rounds ago.
Yeah, I mean that round wasn't looking too good for Condors. I mean two of the strongest players got taken out mid very early that round, but they were able to pick it up once MCE made their way towards A. It doesn't seem to be their best site, so I think MCE is probably going to go back to their B strats here.
Wonder if we get the scoreboard this time around. If not, we'll look to get it again the next time.
You have to start counting.
One of these days.
One of these days. Start counting on my fingers. Keep track.
If you think it into existence, one of these days you'll get it. Flash out and a push hard from MCE. Dead. One down. PQ's taking down Zook. The rest kind of back off, saying, uh-oh. We were hoping to be able to win that first pick for our own team.
Yeah, I mean, you see it a lot. The Rays going in there, satcheling right in super early, but they're not able to get it off. And they do have a Viper, but the Viper wall isn't going to help them get out as Kaz is able to get that pick. Throws a nade down, going to push him back even more. A lot of action happening in mid, but Panko is able to pick one up, and Ella's able to get another, and there is Kaz getting one as well. So great round for Condors, flawless round.
I just realized we may have hit the scoreboard. I may have been looking at the wrong screen here, so it might be. I don't even know. They'll probably yell at me after if that's the case.
But yeah, scores even up here. Looking good for the half. So let's see it.
Yeah, evened up. MCE looked like they may have been able to get a lot of momentum. That was shut down by the Condors. And now as we switch sides, this is what we were asking for before. If we could see if the duelist situation was specifically to get themselves on the attack side, and then like that where they'd be fully strong. So we'll find out now what the Condors have planned for attack and how that double duelist is going to affect their approach to this match. And it looks like an A straight rush.
Yeah, huge A push here. Throwing some nades over towards heaven, just barely catches Arkoff and didn't check that corner with the Sky Dog, so I think they're just going to start making their way over, but surely Omen's going to be hearing that.
Oh, no, we see a mid rotate now, and I'm wondering, we do see someone on the side of MCE watching that mid, so look at the information pretty quickly here. And I think MCE is on to the scheme.
Oh, but Panko hits a really nice shot over there on Monza, and Kaz gets into an encounter over at mid versus the other Rays, able to pick it up. Ella also getting another. GD does fall, but Panko really cleaning up here. Definitely the player to watch for this game.
And now there's one left for MCE. As the Condors have plant, and now they just got to lock things down. I imagine we're going to see Arc probably try to save, or I don't even know what Arc has.
Go for some
probably
picks
not.
here. But
yeah, may as well go for the picks if you're out running a pistol, right?
Right. Scary fight to go for, though. 1v4, which is the classic.
2v1, there it is. And
yeah.
you get the full team wipe.
Yeah, great round for Condors, and I think the aggression. I mean, we saw it. They tried their hand over at A.
Right.
It didn't work out, and they didn't waste a beat. They went straight over to B. But yeah, look at this, huh? The McMag 20-8 right now.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, doing a lot of work for MCE.
At the same time, that we're not genuinely surprised because we said it before. McMag's name was popping up in the kill feed quite often.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I expected. But a lead, and again, if the plan was for the Condors to be strong on attack, coming into this switch at a 6-6 is massive for them.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they've definitely pulled it back a lot. A lot of close rounds on defense, but once again, their team, I'd say personally, is a lot more attack-sided.
Nades out, try to push back anyone lurking around that spot. And the mid push onto A, but we're going to have the entirety of MCE there. And I wonder at this point if they're going to get that information and back off over towards B, or if they're going to keep just trying to win this site.
Yeah, I think maybe MCE's plan here might just be to try to get picks off rotates potentially out of the site. Yeah, there's not much they can do.
Little smoke use there from Kaz just to obscure where she's going to be.
Yeah,
beautiful.
Picking up 3, and it's all up to the Cypher to at least maybe get some picks here, but it's going to be tough with Kaz on fire like this.
We'll find out. Spike down. And there it is.
And there it is, yeah,
Last
4 for
one.
Kaz. Great round for Condors.
Yeah.
Did lose 2 to the pistols, but I mean we're getting a good lead here for the, start of the first half.
A round win is a round win, sure. Can hurt your eco a little bit if you lose your life, but a win is a win, and you had most of your squad alive at the end of it too. See, stack again on A, and it seems MC is not particularly keen on what the Condors might do. They're spread out, trying to gather information on any play that the Condors might throw at them.
Yeah, we're seeing MCE kind of set up over towards mid. I'm wondering if they were planning on getting aggressive if they heard something. I mean, that Raze and Sky duos, I mean, you see it all the time. They can push out really quickly, but it looks like they're just kind of hanging out there. Trying to hear something. We do have MGD lurking over towards mid, maybe trying to find somebody rotating through sewers, but looks like most of MCE is going to make their way through ropes and through spawn. But early rotates, though. So this could be bad for the Condors if they get careless here.
There's going to be an engagement early around the outside of A site.
Oh, Panko just barely gets flashed by that, but Kaz able to pick it up. Unfortunately, Ella also gets taken out. McMag once again showing his dominance in this game.
And we have 4 left on the side of MCE.
Yeah. Sneaky stuff over here from MGD. Still hanging out there, but surprisingly, MC's already started making their way over towards B.
Spike down.
Takes out Panko.
Yeah, another one dropped down there. Is going to put the Condors in a tricky situation. They got the spike now, but they're stuck around mid, and you know that MC is definitely going to have both sites covered if you try to get out there. There's one down. MGD last. Can he get the turn? No.
Yeah, gets the trade, though, but time is really running out. 10 seconds left here. Condors gets taken out. McMag getting 3 that round.
Yeah, 2 left, tried to make the push together. MGD couldn't get that first gunfight win, which left only 1 Condor left to try and finalize that round. But that's a difficult situation to be in. And we'll find ourselves at 8-7 in favor of Condors.
Yeah, close rounds, though, back and forth. I mean, they get back on it even buys, and it's, once again, just a very close round. So teams are pretty evenly matched, I'd say. For sure. Seen some good stuff. Looks like Condors abandoning that that A strat. A little bit more mid presence this round.
Ooh.
Oh, but Panko gets dinked through the wall, I think, there. Still, though, rushing through, but Mons is able to pick one up, but Ella and Kaz end up getting 2. MGD finding one more.
All right, well, they got themselves on site now. Get that spike planted real quick before the rest of MC can get around there and try to pick you. It's only 2 left, so this should be a good hold for Condors. Of course, anything can happen.
Yeah, but Astra Stars going out. Looks like they held on to that for post plant. Didn't really need it to take any sites, so it's gonna be hard for MCE to make their way onto site. Find those frags in time. Kaz already shutting their best player down. It's all up to Omen.
Got the hit. Wonder if Ella's gonna try to swing. There it is. Oh, and just a little bit late on the peak. Arc is playing with them right now, and will probably get out of there.
Yep.
Trying to just get them to forget about the timer on the spike. But they get their little feet running and get out of there. Everyone's like, oh, wait, what's that beeping noise? Oh, yeah. Let's go. Well, it's a good situation. Again, a 2-round lead for the Condors.
Yep, I believe as well MCE's back on pistols, back on another save, so economy not looking too hot for him.
Good.
Good.
Get out of here with your big guns.
Whoa.
Only we get big guns.
Panko already up really far into mid. MCE not really looking for those early picks, kind of sitting back and
Ooh,
hit
flank.
it. But,
called out by
yeah.
MGD.
Super aware of it. Ooh, not able to get the second though. Nanza is able to pick up that trade.
Doesn't matter, they're on site. Go for plant. We'll see how MC is going to handle this. They have a even agent count. Trying to gather information before they push.
Tons of util going up, but Ella's in a really good spot here and is able to get that trade and actually gets 2, gets 3, gets 4.
Oh my God. Ella says, don't worry, guys. I got you.
We're not done yet.
Great round for Condors. Ella just great positioning there on her part. Really kind of using her teammate as bait a little bit there over in the back, but I mean, that's teamwork. That's what you got to do.
10-7 now. We're getting closer and closer to a victory here on map 1, which will remind you was MC's pick. So if this is a map you want to win the one that you probably asked for. Especially, again, if it comes back to the fact that the truth that Condors did say we want to pick Icebox.
Yeah, and Icebox is next map?
Yes.
Interesting. So
yes,
yeah,
sir.
That'll be fun to see. Yeah, Panko's taken out early there. Does trade some damage off onto the Raze, onto Zook.
Yeah, I wonder if the Condors are looking to make the switch up here. Smoke's holding them off from pushing into A site, not knowing what's going to be on the other side. So that does look like they'll find their way back around to mid. They'll keep 1 on A, though, just to make sure that MCE thinks that they're still there. But look at this flank starting to come around. MCE gathering information, seeing if there was that A push. Yeah, the mid, you might get a sneak around. Don't know very quickly if they need to rotate, and there it is. You see it, quick turns back to B. Here comes MCE.
Yeah, and Omen just really committed to maybe catching their rotate off through spawn, but they went up all the way through mid, and players on MCE's side really scrambled around the map, not ready for this this B plan.
Well, that's the thing. I think they wanted to gather information. They just chose the wrong path to gather that information on, and the Condors sneak right on through onto site. Spike is planted, but agent-wise, they're down. Let's see if we get a pick here. There's one, but the trade comes out. Another one there for Condors. Kaz, can they get a second? Not quite. There it is. Beautiful hold.
Wow.
And the Condors walk away with only Kaz alive.
Yeah.
But a round victory.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just 2 away from winning map 1 on MCE's pick. Great stuff.
Wonderful stuff.
Yeah, look at that. Kaz going 22 and 10. McMag not doing his hot over here on defense. Still though, very dominant presence. 24 and 12.
Let's make some chaos.
But we're seeing from their duelists only 5 and 15. Maybe not their map, but
Yeah, no.
it is MCE, so
Yeah, right.
it's their pick.
Well, hey, this is, I guess, just showing that maybe the Condors got lucky that, hey, we also like this map.
That could be the case. Maybe a couple mind games in the map bans.
The bands, yeah.
I know exactly.
MGE getting a great early pick onto Zook. Seeing that ultimate coming out, they're gonna know most players are making their way towards B, but Condors is gonna commit to it regardless.
I thought Ella may have seen those folks on site there, but it looks like she just didn't. Comes to the top of their heads.
Yeah, but there's 2 for Ella. And now only 2 players left on MCE.
Yeah, and they're just going to run on over to A now.
Yeah, why
Trying
not?
to get that spike plant over there, knowing that, hey, MCE's on B. Let's get out of there.
Yeah, Cypher ults went out on both sides that round, but it's not going to do too much for MCE in this position. They're going to know Kaz is over towards mid, but Kaz is able to hit the shot on Toxic Bill. Oh, but just barely gets caught out by Arc at the bottom.
Fine. They're going to have the information of where that last player is now.
Yeah.
And they should be set up to hold this. I'd be very surprised if the Condors end up conceding this round.
Yeah, MGD set up on that cam. It's definitely going to be really hard for Omen to do anything here. I was ready for this though, but it looks like just going to see a save coming out, I think.
Yeah, no, this is definitely, and I think that's what they're opting for, and they'll be wanting to get offside at this point and move on to the next round. Run, everybody. And this puts us at a very good situation for the Condors.
Great situation.
Great situation,
Great
one might say.
situation.
Wonderful situation, one might say. Match point!
Match point.
Condors, on their opponent's pick,
Yep.
are about to take the victory.
Yeah, look at that. Only one round lost on attack. So definitely a more attack-sided team comp, I'd say here.
And it ain't over till it's over. But
it's looking like it's about to be over.
I think it's looking like it's about to be over. We'll find out. We could have just cast your curse it real hard here.
Right,
now.
right. And if that's the case, I apologize in advance, but I got faith in Panko hitting these shots right here. Boom got going out.
That
Maybe,
didn't do
messed
much.
up that angle a little bit. But there it is, Panko hitting those shots. Saw a couple pixels before that smoke landed, but still able to hit those shots. And that's going to be sight for Condors very early. Astro Wall going out.
Yeah, that wall up is huge. Make sure that they can situate themselves on that A site.
Yeah.
Panko trying to see if anybody's getting daring enough to move on a site.
Yep. Here's the showstopper coming out from Rays, able to pick up one, and McMag actually gets one. MGD almost gets a double spray down, but not quite.
We may have caster cursed it.
Yeah, we may have. That was a tough one.
Our bad, okay, guys.
Sorry.
Our bad.
We're gonna have to go in there and apologize.
You can.
Or do we wait and see if
we
they
take
watch the stream?
full responsibility for that one?
Yeah.
They're just,
okay.
It's yeah.
That's fair enough.
We'll delete that section from the VOD. No, we need to own up to that. That's on us.
We do. That is on us. But I'm still confident in their victory here. I'm more confident in their victory than my ability to curse the match.
Okay. You highly underestimate the caster's curse.
You're right. It's happened a couple times, but usually I've been able to scrape by and not take the blame for anything too egregious.
Okay. Wow. Usually it's your co-caster.
Yeah. Just put it on Owen.
Yeah. You're the one that has to take the brunt of it.
Yeah, getting some good damage out on Arc there. But that Sky Flash can reveal a lot of information. MGD making the way up towards mid, but this Viper ultimate's going to make it hard for any easy picks. But Kaz able to get that early pick that we need. Ooh. And Panko getting another. Can she get a third or second? And she does. Bladestorm going out. Not here to waste any more time.
Panko on a roll. We've seen it from a few on the Condor squad too. MGD, Kaz, everybody's getting involved, but Panko definitely leading the charge on a lot of this. 2 left, 1 more, and this will be it. Map 1 will be in the Condors' pocket if they can hold on. 1 taken down, though.
Yeah. It is McMag.
McMag, if anyone can do it, it's McMag. We'll find out. The gunfight coming out, and McMag is dropped. And that's going to be a victory. The Condors will walk away on MCE's pick with a victory.
Yeah, great stuff from Condors. I mean, we saw their team comp was primarily more for attack, and they did a great job of getting those rounds still on defense. So great stuff from them, and it was a little bit of a rocky start trying to figure out what MCE was doing. They were playing a little bit of mind games, but it's a lot harder, I think, to play mind games on defense.
Well, again, I think on attack, we did see some smart plays come out from MCE. I do commend them for their ability to mix up a lot of their plays and their pushes.
Right.
It was really fun to watch that. But after that, they were unable to stop the Condors from gaining any momentum, and we ended that side switch with a 6-6 situation. And you threw the theory out there. You theorized that, okay, this double duelist might be because they're ready to go on attack. And lo and behold, you were entirely correct. Yeah. I'm guessing. I'm assuming that's their plan, because once they got on attack, the steamroller was running downhill.
Yeah, and maybe they didn't warm up before the game, and the first half was just their warm-up, you know? But it looked like they were really hitting those shots on attack and just getting aggressive like they needed to with that team comp.
And shout-outs to McMag on the other side, too. I mean, topping the leaderboards with 27 kills, and the next Condor up was 24. So, but we did have a better kill distribution, and that overall tends to mean every piece of the puzzle is doing a better job to support the puzzle itself.
Yeah, and I mean, we did see it. They were really set up for a lot of trades. I think on the first bit of the half on defense, it was a little bit trickier with those MCE mind games. They were trying to set up for trades, but they were setting up too mid. Nobody was going mid, you know. So they were trying to, but it wasn't really working out. But on attack, it's a lot easier to do that. You should be right next to them, get that trade.
Oh yeah, exactly. Right. Pew pew. That's what we're watching today. Some pew pews. Let's watch some more pew pews in a little bit, because we're going to our second map in just a little bit here, and it's going to be Condor's pick on split. We'll see you in just a few.
Conestoga College is setting the stage for a new era in gaming. In 2025, we're opening a state-of-the-art esports venue, a premier facility for high-performing gamers in Canada.
In this 10,000 square foot facility, we're putting you in the center of the action. The facility will have 50 top-tier PC stations, 5 console stations, immersive VR stations, a team operations room, a full production suite, and a premier competition stage.
Esports is a rapidly evolving industry with global viewership of 532 million in 2022. This initiative goes beyond esports. It's also a platform for forging bonds, making memories, and creating connections.
Since 2020, Condors Esports continues to evolve, providing industry-leading facilities and experiences to the esports community.
Conestoga's esports venue expresses a sustainable and intentional future to compete, play, and work, all powered by gaming.
Sometimes
Hello and welcome back to Conestoga College. We're getting into our second map for the Valorant White team.
Yeah.
And they're looking good. They came off the first one, which was our opponent's map pick, with a win. Very confidently as well.
Yeah.
And now we're looking at agent pick for Icebox, which is the Condors pick.
Yeah, and I mean, we're seeing Panko instantly pulling out that jet. Saw a lot of good stuff from Panko last game. And we're actually going to be seeing a Reyna pick from MCE. Interesting stuff.
Yeah, because usually I've heard Reyna gets pulled out when they're feeling confident.
Yeah, could
it's
be
kind
when
of
they're
a
feeling
flex
confident,
pick.
or I can't remember who was Monza on last game.
Can I remember? You're asking too much.
Not the duelist though, because that was Zook. So double duelist coming out from MCE. So that's interesting. I mean, maybe they just felt like they didn't have enough ability to go in there and get those kills. So I don't know.
Now, walk me through MGD's character, because I believe this is a character I don't often see.
Okay, yeah. This is Killjoy. It actually is a pretty common pick. At least in
I have heard
matchmaking.
Killjoy. Okay, you're right.
Okay, yeah. Killjoy. So Sentinel, set up turrets that watch behind. You have to be in a certain range for it to work. So on Icebox, it's good because there's not too much range. Like, you're not going to be going too far away from that turret zone.
Right.
Right. So you're going to have a lot of that turret's mostly going to be activated. And it's just to watch flanks.
Right. Okay.
You got that set up, and you got the ultimate, which is a shutdown, lockdown, one of those things. Sets up for a whole site. Yes. You can just disable everybody.
Oh, that sounds very nice, actually. Well,
yep, very helpful.
We're getting into our next round. If you were watching the 2-0 timer, then or 2-minute timer, and you just got back, you came back at the perfect time as we get into map 2. Icebox is what we're looking at, and this is the Condors pick.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the Condors pick here. I mean, we're going to see what happens. I mean, they completely shut down MCE on their map pick, but instantly seeing Monza push through with that Reyna, and it looks like they're looking a little more dominant this round. Now they did pick attack for this map. MCE picked attack, so they're feeling confident with again we see another double duelist pick, and yeah, they just kind of ran him down there like it was nothing. Held W, used their abilities to get in their face and just kind of click some heads.
I mean, that's what happens when you're on attack with a double duelist, right? Well, it's round 1. Again, it's pistols. This is what we oftentimes see is, as you said, just get in there, just kind of see if you can get a win.
Yeah.
Pew, pew, pew. You get the strats once you start buying stuff. You start thinking a little bit more about how you want to approach a situation.
Right. Pistol round, you get barbaric. You just get it in there and try to get her done.
360 no scopes off the board.
Exactly. But strong Sova Dart coming out there revealed a lot of information for Condors. Panko missing the shots, and Zook's gonna punish Panko for that. Ella can't seem to hit those shots either. Zook just kind of running in there.
I like
the bulldog.
I like the play. You had the smokes on to try to force them to have to walk out our smokes, but you said it missed shots, caused the Condors to drop a couple of their agents off the board. Now it's a 5-2, and there's going to be some picks from MGD. Maybe you hope from that flank you can get 1 or 2, try to kill the economy. But
yeah, no. MGD wasn't a good spot there, but just barely missing the headshot. Hit the back of the neck a little bit there, so wasn't able to get any picks, unfortunately.
Like a mosquito, what's that? Slapping your neck. That's what it seemed like, because no agents were dropped there. So we did see a similar situation, in our map just before this. And and it was turned around quite quickly by the Condors. Once they got, through about 6 rounds or so, felt like the Condors really got their footing. So maybe they'll just need a couple more rounds in this as well.
Right, and I mean, MCE is kind of doing what they did last time and trying to play those mind games, but Kaz is going to shut him down and get 2 picks very early.
Unfortunately, one of those wasn't McDead? Forgetting the name of the
McMag.
McMag. That's
Zed McMag.
We said their name this whole time, and I already forgot it.
I've been saying McMag. I should probably just say Zed, huh?
I think that's the whole squad's tag.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, and McMag. heating up, gets that first pick for MCE, but with them down 2 players, they're just going to play really slow here, maybe try to find some picks. They do have that Viper wall set up for whenever they're ready to go through, maybe waiting on that Sova dart. Looks like they were. Not spotting anybody with it, though. No free info. MGD swinging over there, catches Arc off guard. Able to pick that up. Fake plant going out.
One enemy remaining.
Ooh, and Ella hits a great dart over on Zook, and it's all up to McMag, and MGD going to shut that down.
Nicely done. Good hold from the Condors. That wall went down after enough time when the push finally happened. The Condors were in a situation that they got to deal with an MCE trying to rush that site, push on, and get things dealt with as quick as possible. So hastiness not in the favor of MCE, and the Condors lock it down 2-1. As we said, after a couple rounds, we might see the Condors find their footing, and a round win like this will help them.
Yeah, looks like MCE try to kind of play their slight mind games there. They had 2 very quick pushes on A, and they instantly just switched up to B, but with losing 2 players that early on, it didn't seem to work out for them. So they're going back to that aggressive A, already getting up there. Condors, I think, looking to maybe just play for the retake here. Playing very passive. Rotates aren't going out too quick. Looks like they're not too worried about that spike going down.
And the spike is going down as A site gets infiltrated by MCE, and now we'll see how the Condors react to this. A wide flank. You see at the bottom part of the map there.
Great early pick. But yeah, Ella's going to go out to Arc, and Zook's actually going to take out Kaz. MGD does pick up one more. It's not looking in Condors' favor.
Not quite, unless a win here on the gunfight can happen. PQ's trying to get the win. They fake the defuse, and the peak takes them down. Another round win for MCE.
Yeah, tough position for Condors. I think if Ella was able to win that encounter over in spawn, things might have went a little bit differently.
Oh, right, because then she would have had the flank around too.
Yeah. So you got to worry about behind, but that was definitely the important position there for Condors, but not quite able to pick up that kill.
Well, you can't win them all. You hope you can.
I hope you can.
I mean, in some universe, you can. Every single one of us has won everything ever.
Wow.
Right?
Could I be in that universe? For me?
A version of you can, but this one of you cannot.
Any way to switch?
You're stuck with me.
Any way to switch it up, like a whole Futurama kind of thing?
It's just say, hey, I want that spot, please.
But in Zook's universe, looks like things are working out. Gets that really early pick on Condors, and Spike's already going down.
Spike planted.
We'll see. If Condors can even this map up a little bit. Spike down already puts them at a disadvantageous spot.
Ooh.
But a pick there is going to put them in a worse spot. They got to win this gunfight. Ella can't swing with the pistol.
Yeah. PQ was able to trade that out and pick up Vandal. 6 bullets left. There it is.
And I think you just saved now? Nope.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess you might have enough to buy next round anyways.
Yeah, they've got enough to buy. They were on pistols that round, but it's really no point saving, trying to do some damage to their economy.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
But yeah, I mean, their economy's isn't looking insane on MCE's side, but it's pretty strong for the most part.
Timeout coming out. See those hand warmers still in action.
Yeah.
The squad trying to make sure that. Hey, I mean, they seem to be working. We're getting some nice frags out there, but it's this back and forth again. Kill the momentum. We saw last time the timeout worked pretty well for the Condors.
It did, yeah.
Making
Panko
sure
picking up that op, opting for light armor, but doesn't really matter when you're going against Vandals. Your head is getting taken off regardless.
It is good night, my sweet prince. And as we try to warm up our hands, we're going to try to ice out MC and hope that they overthink these next few rounds. And for you, again, on this map, with less experience on it, would you prefer to be on the attack side or the defense side?
I think you can make a lot more happen on attack for this map.
Right.
Defense can be a little bit tricky, especially because mid is so close to both sites. You can get there so quick, and you have those lines of sight that just go straight in there. So there's a lot more to worry about on defense, especially mid-wise, just because Mid control can open up this map so much for you, but it doesn't even seem like MCE is worried about mid at all. They're really just sticking to their sights here, and it seems to be working for them.
Well, hey, why fix what ain't broke until it breaks? We'll see if it can break here. The Condors already stacked up a little bit on that site. They have 2 floating around. They'll move on now that they know MCE's on point. 1 down. The Condors with 3 on site. Hold on until the other 2 can make their way in. You still see that flank around bottom too. We'll see if that's helpful, but the Condors need to make sure they don't lose another player.
Yeah. Just 8 seconds left on Ella's dart here, so we might see them wait. Oh, but Ella actually shuts down Monza's ult. Player advantage for Condors right now. MGD able to pick up one more, but Arc kind of being real sneaky in that corner. Ella drops down to try and pick it off, but can't quite get it. Panko in a 1v1 with that op.
She knows where she is. Let's see. She can sneak herself a pick.
Not really set up, though, for an enemy player.
Fake the defuse, but where is
not
the
looking
player?
up at heaven.
Going for the defuse. Oh, this might be troublesome. They're going to drop down now. Are they going to get the defuse? Get the pick.
Oh,
no, the reload! The reload!
Oh. Panko, no bullets in that gun. Maybe was able to make it happen if there were a couple rounds in there, but unfortunately.
I just got to say, don't worry, Panko. We've all been there.
Yeah. That's a tough one.
There. You get that final moment. You get the panic sets in as the beeps get faster and faster.
Yep.
You forget, oh, that gun had no bullets in it.
Super close round for Condors. Panko almost able to pull off that 1v1. Just really not expecting Cypher to be up there. I mean, it wasn't planted for it whatsoever. So it's kind of tough to predict where that player's going to be. Once again, though, MCE making their way over towards A. Things are working out for them. They've got really good setups on a lot of really good util. That's just pushing Condors out of the site really early.
At the same time, how often is this going to work for them? Eventually, the Condors have to have some sort of answer for this A push.
I think maybe a little bit more early util from Viper might help out.
Okay.
Throwing those mollies down might make the smokes last a little bit less. But Ella's pulling out the ultimate, is able to tag one, but can't really finish him off. Ult's going out from both sides. MGD, the only one finding a pick, but Panko also ends up getting another on Monza.
See if they get the info they need now.
Yeah, info going out on both sides here. Everybody knows where everybody is. Everybody's got wall hacks, but Toxic Bill's able to pick up 2 with those. It's all up to MGD with a Sheriff. Dream.
Bang!
Gets 1. Does have the shutdown available, but it might not be too helpful in this situation.
Yeah, this is going to be a very tricky situation knowing there's still 2 on the board. And not knowing where they could be locked down, especially with that verticality we talked about Icebox has before.
Yep,
you need to make sure you're watching all your sight lines.
Ultimate going out. Time is ticking real quickly, though. The dart's going to reveal the position. And Zook also just ready for that trade.
Yeah, good valiant effort from MGD. Again, they're coming so close.
Yeah.
Every single round here, it seems the Condors are close to finding that answer. Now, the question for MCE is, do you do that A side again?
And I think they are.
That's crazy.
It looks like it.
That's crazy.
Mind is blown.
I almost okay.
We got one player that's switching it up.
They might try to make the Condors think that they're going to switch it up here.
Potentially, maybe one early dart from Sova might make something happen, but Ella's able to pick up one very early for Condors, but Monza does the same.
Yeah, we got a trade. I wonder if that's a flank, actually, down by a spawn. It is, and I think they're going to be able to wrap their way around. This is not going to be good.
No
they're going to find them from behind.
This.
Oh, yeah, we saw that. That hurts.
Yeah, I guess they kind of expected it after last time when Ella was trying to flank, but wasn't able to pick it up. But Ella's able to pick up some more.
That's enough of a mix-up, I guess. I mean, you still play your same play, expecting your opponents. Okay, our opponents at this point are going to probably try to flank us again. Let's leave one behind. That's the right time to do it. Again, I have to give credit to MCE.
I mean, that was great stuff. MGD was able to catch Viper off guard there and go to pick it up, but might go down to the dart here. Oh, nope.
Just
good to
in
go.
time.
Ella tanking those shots, ready to be a bullet sponge for MGD. MGD is able to pick up that round. Viper ult went out there, but luckily able to take him out early.
Yep. We'll take that. And this is kind of around the same point. We saw that swing. I mean, at one point it was 6-3. They're a little bit behind their first map trajectory, but you know, once things switch too, we could see a different story. So as many rounds as they can get here on defense, the better.
Yeah, but this time their team comp is much more in favor of the other side, I'd say. MCE, the double duelists, they're going to be doing better on attack, most likely. They're able to keep that aggression up and get their early picks.
Absolutely. And I think the team is very aware that a B push is going to happen right now. This is the predictable move. You've exhausted all of your plays on that A site.
Yeah.
And now we're going to see back and forth. One dropped on MCE through the smoke. We're going to see if another one can come out.
Yeah, he's getting a little bit of damage off there. At least got some information for Panko to be able to pick up some frags. Condors with a strong lead right now, but as I said that, McMag taking out another player. Now Kaz does have the Viper Pit available if need be.
If need be, but I mean, they're holding for now.
Yeah.
I think at this point, the way they're stacked, I mean, of course, Condors don't know this, but I think that pit's going to be quite necessary yet. Might be able to get some picks information out. Wall is up, and they hear the spike being planted. That's, of course, going default.
Ooh,
and there it is, of course. You know that default's out. Let's just shoot through the wall. And now with one left, great hold from Condors.
Yeah, all up to Arc with this op here, but able to take him out, and that's going to probably go into Panko's hands for the next round.
No, I like the heads-up play. You know where that's planting. Don't need to reveal yourself. Just take those picks through the smoke.
Yeah.
Grab yourself a quick kill. No trade necessary. Condors on the upswing. Again, 6-3 is the exact same situation. We saw them in last map.
Yep.
And it was all Condors from there on out.
Yeah, looks like we're seeing a timeout go out on MCE's side.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I think you'd be silly not to at this point. You're like, oh, okay, we've exhausted all of our A site plans. We go to B site, and Condors feel like they're gaining momentum.
Yeah.
This might be the time to say nah, because they saw them do this before.
Yeah,
I mean, this is some PTSD from that first map, you know.
Yeah, no doubt. You know, getting their heads a little bit after that first game. So definitely have to discuss some strats here. Arc doing a great job though, 10-5.
Right.
Getting those early ones. Fragging McMag this game. So
well, this is what you want to see for your team if you're MCE, right? You you want to make sure that McMag isn't probably supposed to be at top of the leaderboard as your Viper, but having this distribution is much better for MCE. But we'll see again how things continue once we also get that side switch.
Yeah.
And again, MGD popping off. We haven't seen a lot out of Panko this round, though.
For the most part, even buys here. A little bit less armor on MCE side, but as I said earlier, it doesn't really matter too much when everybody's got Vandals. So we'll see. It looks like they're sticking to that A, though.
And we did, just before this round started, again, saw some smiles from the two Condors we do have in the facility here today. Attempt with the op there, not going to get the shots. We asked for Panko to get those, and they didn't happen.
Yep.
A lot of information here.
Loads of information, but with that Viper wall up, it's going to be tricky to do anything off of that. Ella making her way up, able to catch Zook off guard, but can't quite hit the shots, and McMag ends up picking up 3 during that entire encounter. Ella trying to find another, does get it, but McMag gets the trade and gets a 4K. Now that's some caster curse. I was talking about him. McMag wasn't doing as good this game, and just right after that pulls out a 4K.
McMag said, yeah, you said what? You said what, Mucho? You said what?
Yep. My apologies to the Condors. Messed that one up for you guys.
Hey, we've done that a few times now, and they've always bounced back, so I believe.
You're right. You're right.
Although, again, this is the largest lead we've seen MC have. And, again, quite backwards.
Yeah.
We saw the Condors win on MCE's pick, and now the Condors losing on their pick.
Yeah, it's interesting. Now, I'd say this map is more attack-sided for sure. And not only that, but their team comp is very attack-sided.
Good early pick there from MGD.
Great shot. And Panko also finding one on Zook.
And again, any map, as you just said, any round win on this map on the defender side is a victory in itself as you move on to the attacker side when you do switch sides. What's the information going to say?
Yeah, able to get that dart over on Reyna. But Condor's not really making their way in too much here. I mean, they are fighting against utility as well. That's going to be a really good blind. Yeah, Panko's going to take advantage of that, but does get taken out for McMag. Ooh, now it's just up to Ella and MGD.
Yikes.
Really big flank from MGD. They don't have a sentinel down, so they're not going to know if anybody's behind or not. So this flank might be really strong. So my guess is Ella's just going to be real patient. Hope MGD can make something happen here. I think he's going to be able to catch Mag off guard, but Mag's ready for it, but MGD still winning that gunfight. Just arc left. 1v1.
Watch your corners.
Oh. Yeah, a little too slow to check it. I think in that situation, you want to kind of confidently peek that.
You need to see, you know nothing's on your right side. You got to make that swing around the left.
Yeah.
Do what I do. Jump around the corner.
Jump around. That's a power move. That is a power move.
Sorry, jump 360 no scope.
Oh, jeez. Wow.
No, don't do that. Just jump.
Just jump.
Or don't jump. Just go.
Yeah.
Don't do anything I do.
Shoot him through the wall.
Yeah. If I was doing that quite often, I probably wouldn't be allowed to play anymore.
Yeah, fair enough. A lot of B stuff going on here, it looks like. Kaz was able to shut that down last time, but only on a Sheriff. Can she do it again?
Yeah, B rush. The information that you see the Condor swinging around through spawn.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Kaz taken out by McMag. Tough to do anything there with that Sheriff, but McMag really on top of that aim. We're seeing Sova ultimates going out everywhere. Panko getting blind by Monza. Oh, whole team getting tagged by that. Those ults, information going out left and right from both sides. I was able to pick one up, but
not a second, and that's going to be spiked down again. Quite the lead for MCE, and they're going to extend it up to 9 rounds now over the Condors, 9-3. This isn't, again, what the Condors would have wanted, but being on attack, again, this should hopefully change the momentum around.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, it's a very strong lead that they have to close the gap of. It's going to be tough for them, but looking at MCE's team comp, it's definitely doable. It's going to be a lot harder for them to defend sites, especially on a map where utility is really key on pushing them back, holding them back. It's going to be tough because, as we saw, with all those Viper walls going out and those Viper Molotovs going out, it's tough to even get in there and get those picks on the players that are rushing into that site. So with less utility to deal with that, it's going to be a lot harder for them to hold. See how Condors can take advantage of that.
Indeed, we will. And a quick push to B. That flank around spawn. They have to watch their backs.
And
there's going to be 2 on them.
Surely has a turret set up. I think the turret definitely spotted them. So MGD's going to know that they're there, but 70 HP.
Yeah, not the best, especially with 2 rushing you like that.
Yeah. Position to be in, but Kaz able to pick up both of the enemies flanking. He's left with 85 HP. Oh, gets a dink through the wall, I think, on McMag. Not enough.
Bang!
Omen does pick one up.
All right, let's go PQ. Let's see if we get another one. No.
No.
I was hoping for the craziest play of her life, but it's not an easy thing to do.
No, it's not. Definitely an important round for Condors to win there. You definitely want to win that pistol round, especially when the gap is as far apart as it is. So Sheriff's going out. Still in position to bring it back. Not quite match point yet. things are definitely getting a lot closer.
Condors have quite the battle ahead of them.
MGD maybe wants to try and get an early pick or just catch one on rotate. Darts getting everybody, but Kaz able to pick up that shot as Monza's whiffing some shots, but Zook spraying down with that Spectre.
An interesting push around the corner on the reload. Catches Kaz off guard. And a 4v2 with quite the damage done to the Condors here is not going to be an ideal situation. And MCE looks to put themselves at 11-3. They'll do exactly that. Now, 2 more rounds for MCE to even up the overall series here today on the lovely it's Tuesday, right?
It is Tuesday.
Okay, I lose
Lovely
track.
Tuesday.
I just knew it was lovely. Didn't know what day it was. All I know is I'm here watching video games.
Watching video games on a Tuesday night. Getting wild.
Quick peeks now.
Yes, sir. It's the ideal life. What are you talking about wanting to be in another universe?
Right?
This is it.
You're right. This is a pretty good one so far, especially tonight. But right now, could go a little bit better if Condors win in this one. But hey, Benko wants to change that. Great shot on Monza. Silver drone going out. Panko, just missing that spray through the wall, and Zook actually swings that very confidently. MGD is able to shut it down. A lot of picks going out from MCE. It's all up to MGD.
Nice pick there for MGD.
Toxic Bill.
Yeah, Toxic Bill taken out. Now it's a 1v1. We'll see if we get that spike planted. It's going to be a push from Toxic, or not Toxic, sorry, the last MCE. Makes McMag, and that's not the player you want on the other side as you're trying to hold your point. You don't want to be taking that gunfight, because with the health alone, you're probably going to lose it, but especially up against McMag, probably one of the better shooters on the side of MCE.
Right. Yeah, I mean, that's a tough one. I think McMag there also maybe caught an elbow from MGD walking out of that corner. It was a real close encounter. They almost both saw each other. I think McMag ended up seeing a shoulder or something, so had advantage there as well. But MGD doing a lot of work right now for Condor, 16-12.
Yeah. This is tough. You try to take another timeout. I mean, again, you don't want to give it. It shows that they're trying. They're still looking for a dub here. They still believe in themselves. If you didn't, you wouldn't be calling the timeout. You'd say, GG next, let's go to decider, right? But the fact the timeout comes out here on a match point says, let's ice them, guys. Come on, we can do this. We can get ourselves back in this. And that confidence through your teammates and your team is really important. So I like to see that for the Condors, but they have quite the journey ahead of them.
Yeah, quite the journey indeed. I mean, it's a big gap to close up, and MC is looking really hot on this map. They're just seeming like they're a little bit more refined on it, actually. Even though it's Condors' pick, it's not going in their favor, I think.
Well, hey, that also happened to MCE on their pick at split.
You're right. Things are a little backwards today, but
didn't quite go. Hey, that's the thing. I mean, especially with the map, you said like Icebox, where not a lot of people have the same amount of experience as something like Bind or Split, right? It's, you know, you can see things like this happen.
Yeah. But that's what the decider's for. You know, more of a neutral ground.
Right, exactly. Of course, that'll be on Bind if we end up there. But for us, we're biased, so fingers crossed that we don't have to go to that. But we're going to find out in a few seconds here as we get into the 16th round. No early picks.
No early picks, but a lot of early information for MCE. It looks like most of their team has already made their way over towards B. We're seeing the shutdown go out from MGD, but I'd say it's not as strong on this map. As it doesn't really reach all the way towards the back of B. It goes so far back, and you have such huge line of sight that it doesn't matter as much. But it did a good job of kind of zoning some players out to get some easier picks for Condors. So
and there we
5v3 form right now. Spike is going down. It's going to be tough for MCE to take that out with the positions.
And that was it. Again, we saw MGD with that first early pick there. Now we have 2 down on the side of MCE. Spike down. Condors lurking. 5 alive. There's another one down. Panko takes down. MGD got another one. Kaz as well. And this is a win for the Condors.
Yeah.
As they climb towards that victory on the Icebox map. And it's a long one ahead. They got the timeout to try to wait for the clouds to cover, and now they can see the sunlight on the horizon. One victory towards that journey. And the question is, can they get all of the next wins in a row? Because they cannot give up a single one.
Not a single one. And if they do, that would be something. That would be one beautiful journey. But it's going to be tough. Especially there is a Cypher ultimate ability on the other team, so if they're able to pick one off, kind of rotating or lurking around, it might be really tough for Condors.
Smoking down to site. Panko tries to get that early pick. I think information was gathered.
Almost tagging Zook through that Viper wall. Zook's pushing through, but Panko getting a really nice shot. A little bit of an encounter going on through the Viper pit.
That's quite interesting. No one else was lost there. There's 2 down on the side of MCE. Gunfights all over the place with no one able to find another kill. Everyone's scrambling.
Spraying and praying right now. But Kaz is able to pick those up in that pit.
Arc with another. Kaz 2. Again, Arc finally taking down Panko. We have a 3v1.
Going out. Oh, just barely missing PQ. Oh, but Kaz pushes and shuts it down, getting forward that round. Using that Viper pit to her advantage. It worked out great.
2 on the board now towards victory.
Dream is alive.
It was never dead. It was just running away very fast. But the Condors picked up the pace.
Yep.
Starting to catch back up to it.
They were saving their stamina at the start of the race.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Pacing themselves.
It was the turtle and the hare. And currently the hare is sleeping at the finish line.
Yeah.
We'll see which way this fairy tale goes. As Condors start us off into our next round.
Yeah, it looks like maybe they're trying a couple mind games here. They did set up that Viper wall over at B, maybe trying to force some rotates. MGD trying to punish those rotates, but Panko actually is the one to do it.
His timeout coming in very effective so far. 1 was lost for the Condors, but it is a 4-3.
Site is all theirs. They've got 1 player on MCE, just Zook kind of waiting outside, but it looks like they're going to be forced to kind of play for this retake here. Oh, but Zook actually picks up Panko through the smoke. Somebody might have to check their PC after that one.
It's on fire. Let's see now with the spike planted how MC's going to deal with this. Oh, 1 down. That's it. Kaz getting a kill. We'll see that swing around, I believe. Meg might be going to the top. It's Meg on the other side, surrounded here, and that's going to be, of course, Kaz taken down. Still 2v2. Time ticking away.
Yep. Set up with a really strong flash, but doesn't take him off the bomb. Oh, but this rope play might work out. Gets 1 and able to take out another, and that's another round of Condors.
Oh, swing on the jungle gym.
Yeah.
Up top, and the Condors find themselves only halfway down on the scoreboard compared to MCE as they still sit at match point. 6 on the board for the Condors. And you get nervous at this point, and I'm sure the players will too, saying surely they can't keep this up for how many more rounds? You know, like 7 or 8? 8? What is it? They'd have to go for? Or no, it's just first to 13. Yeah, so 7 more rounds.
Yeah. Well, no, it'd go to overtime.
And they'd be overtime. Right. So I was right. Okay, yes.
Yeah. So a lot of rounds, that's for sure.
Basically infinite at this point.
Pretty much, yeah. If it keeps going like this, you never know. But pause is going out from MCE's side. Looks like they're ready to get it going. Maybe they got a strat out, but it looks like Condors making their way over towards B again. Setting up, getting ready, seeing what works. Zook playing a little bit more aggressive, a little pushed up. Cam taken out super early. No info really gained on MCE's side. Panko pushing through. do tag him with that Sova drone.
Uh-oh.
Panko left at 2 HP, and the Molly's going to end up taking Panko out. Not much that can be done there. Condors starting to drop like flies, but same for MCE.
A lot of agents off the board in this early on in this round before we get to that minute mark. And a swing around to A site.
Counter
little
mid,
information.
Nobody damaged through it. Ooh. I think they got information that both players
They do
are making
know.
their way over there, yeah.
That's important. Good gunfight win there. That's massive for Ella because now they know they have one left.
Yep. Does shock dart themselves, but it's all right. Still alive and does have that ultimate ability for post plant, which is very strong. But it might not be needed. 3v1, but they're not a player to be taken lightly. McMag is definitely capable of winning this.
We do know that.
MGD has a really huge flank
I
here.
love this flank. It's absolutely massive. They work together and they get this, but McMahon gets one. The other two will probably want to back off. You don't want this defuse to happen, though.
Oh, going with the ult, but
yeah,
it was a fake.
When he just gets the information out, McMahon is so smart. Oh, no!
But no time.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah.
It was just, you'd hate to see it. And we said this, McMahon is the player to make that happen.
Yeah.
And what a brilliant play, too, from McMahon. The fake defuse to pull out that ult. You get the information. You can make that first kill.
Yeah.
And then just unfortunately, our last Condor couldn't get those shots landed. But, yeah, very, very smart play from McMahon.
Yeah. I think MGD might have accidentally clicked on that flank. I don't know if you saw it, but sometimes you flick a little too hard to check a corner and your mouse hits your keyboard and
had
clicks
that happen. Or your coffee mug's in the way, and it's no, that's happened.
Oh man, that's a rough day.
Yeah,
that's a rough day. But Condor's still able to pick up that round. Gap is closing in quite a bit. 7-12 Condors.
You don't want to keep losing too many agents, though.
No, you want to keep as dominant of an economy as you can.
Right.
For sure. You want to have the strongest buys possible.
Otherwise, you make it harder for yourself in an already dire situation.
Right.
See one pick in here. MGD.
Exchanging bullets there. MGD does come out on top. Getting that pick A, I think maybe Condors making their way over. Yep, seeing the Omen ult. Going over towards A. Getting a little bit of information, I believe, on Zook.
See if they watch that midline. Ooh, there's one pick. Kaz taken off. Fortunate Kaz has been doing good as a fragger. Ooh, information up top. Can't quite pick the head over top. MGD again, another great fragger for the Condors. Still no one else down on either side. And that goes for the spike as well. And another rotate.
30 seconds left.
Yeah,
as they
30
try to get
seconds
themselves
left,
over to B. Yeah, that's quite the ballsy move.
Yeah. Oh, but it looks like they're going through mid here, so this might actually work out in their favor quite a bit. Ark's watching that, but Ella hits a really nice shot. I think maybe making their way actually towards A.
This is brilliant from the Condors. They keep pulling MCE on and off the point.
Yeah, but time's running out, and Bomb's not down. They have to take out all of MCE, but it's all up to MGD to take out the rest of the team, but no time whatsoever. And map 2 is going to go over to MCE.
It was a brilliant play, in my opinion. What we saw there from the Condors is they tried to flank, get the pull on and off, but yeah, again, the time was just their enemy for the most part with no time down. I mean, a smart play from Toxic Bill at the end to just teleport out, get gone, and leave there. But it was almost a situation where the Condors got that spike back and got on site. Now, if that spike, I think for that play to work, I would have loved to see the spike stay with someone that stayed on point.
Yeah,
because
that would have been
because then you're pulling, because you go mid, they get the information, they try to go back to you. Now you got to clear sight the plant.
Right, and I think if they did have a spike on somebody that was making their way towards site, they definitely would have had time to get that down. Nobody was on site. We rotated off.
Yeah.
So unfortunate there. It's kind of when you have an Omen player and they have their ultimate ability, their TP available, usually that person is given the spike at the start of the round.
Right.
Because you have that ability, if you
just
know a site's
away.
empty, you can just go right there and plant, right?
Yeah.
So I think maybe forgot that they had the spike and kind of went up mid, heat of the moment type deal. And unfortunately, time wasn't on their side and they lost that. But a valiant effort
It was. I mean, the fight back was massive for the Condors. I mean, the fact that they just bit down, stayed latched on, and tried to claw that one back was absolutely huge. It was their pick. They lost it, but MC also lost their pick earlier, and now we go to a decider. On the other side of this break, it's going to be Bind. We'll see you there. Hello and welcome back to Conestoga College. We're watching the Condors. It's Valorant White Squad today. I'm Leaf and Mucha is beside me. And we saw a victory for our opponents on our map pick. But before that, we saw a victory for us on their map pick.
Yeah.
So we are going to Decider, which will be on Bind right after this. And yeah, it's been a little bit of a backwards day.
A little backwards, yeah, no doubt. But that's what Decider's for. You know, map picks not going in anybody's favor, it seems like,
I think
except for the opposing team.
First Decider that I've seen so far on stream.
Yeah, in these earlier games, you don't really see too many Deciders because usually it's kind of one team's a little more dominant than the other, and that's just kind of what happens in these earlier games.
Right.
You know, there's no real way of going about things. It's just teams playing teams, right? But these two teams playing teams, but these two seem to be a little bit more evenly matched. So we're having a lot closer games, and you know, Condors did a real great job of almost bringing it back there. Fortunately, time was on their side, so they lost it. But yeah, Decider, it's going to be interesting. Both teams, I think, evenly matched, so it could go either way, I think.
The big thing that we've seen for our opponents, of course, is McMag being quite the heavy fragger.
Yeah, very much so.
And I'm very curious if, again, we're going to see a switch up on the agent for them. But I thought we were going on a bind, but it looks like Breeze now.
Yeah, looks like, yeah, I thought it was bind as well, but it looks like we're going on Breeze. And if this is right, we will most likely see McMag back on Viper. Viper's very strong on this map. Harbor would definitely be an interesting pick on this map, I think. I don't see it too much. Yeah, it looks like...
Yeah, we're getting comms on it. Might change here, but yeah, I think we'll get that switch up. Yeah, okay, so it is going to be bind.
Yeah,
and so yeah, our question was: Are we going to see a switch up for McMag onto a duelist spot? I mean, at this point. They might not need to, but you're talking that, having that more confident player, which we've seen McMag be, is good to have on if the Viper is needed.
Right. And I'm going to have to guess that McMag's probably going to go on Viper again for this because, I mean, Viper's so important on Bind.
Right.
Arguably the most important map to have a Viper on, I think, especially for opening up A site. I mean, it's almost impossible to take without walls. Now, you could have two players that are really strong with smokes, like maybe a Brimstone and an Astra, but at the same time, you kind of don't want to really reduce the amount of support you have for players to get more kills. You just have a Viper with both, right?
Right.
So probably going to see a Viper if I had to guess from McMag, but you never know.
Right. Yeah, we'll find out if they end up switching. I mean, they're loaded into the map, but they may end up backing out in a second. So we'll find out in just a few moments.
It's going to be bind. They're just trying to get through. They got to load into this map and then leave and all that stuff. So.
I would have Alt F4'd and joined back in. So I'm not patient enough to wait for a map to load.
Yeah, well, we're gonna have to wait this time for him. So we got a little bit of time to talk about what's going on. What's going on?
Yeah.
Hanging out.
Is that what's going on? That's. What about the games? What's going on in the games?
Going on in the games? People shooting bullets.
What?
I don't know.
No.
It's crazy. It's crazy out here. I don't know. A lot of colors on the screen in this game.
That is true. I'm going to give you that one. This game is a sensory overload. But we have Bind loaded up now, so we can find out which agents we're actually going to lock into here. And let me know if you see any surprises.
Yeah, I mean, Condors, they're ready. They had this prepped, it seems like. They picked their agents instantly. No discussion needed. Seeing Kaz going out on the chamber pick. Definitely a strong pick on this map. Getting that op is really important, but it looks like McMag is actually going to go for Sky. So we're not going to be seeing a Viper. Going to be seeing a Brimstone instead. And we're seeing that double controller coming out from Condors. They've got the Brim for those smokes that you can get anywhere on the map. Really good for trying to play mind games with Brim.
Right.
Because you can kind of sit like on almost any site and smoke the other one. And having that accessibility to be able to smoke anywhere and also being able to just rotate out of a site and have
Right.
smoke set up very, very early is very important. So double controller going out from them. It looks like we're going to see double duelist from the other team here. So it'll be interesting. See what MCE can do with that double duelist, if they're going to get a little more aggressive or if they're just going to try to get a really picks and play a little slower.
Yeah, and it isn't McMeg, the one that's been topping the leaderboards, but again, at this point, if you have a player that's going to have a little bit more of a game sense, a smarter game sense, then you want to have them on a player that can be, I guess, more pivotal in terms of supporting.
Yeah. Sky's definitely a really strong character for supporting the duelist, but you can also kind of, now it's a little bit less now because Sky got nerfed fairly recently.
Right.
Those flashes used to be a lot stronger, so they're not as much anymore, but you can still make something happen with those flashes and kind of play for yourself. Maybe a little bit more power to win clutches and whatnot, so that might help out.
That's a McMeg kind of thing, it seems like.
Yeah, no doubt. So Viper may have not been doing it for them, so see what happens. But Brimstone, no knowledge of lineups needed for Brim. You just kind of click and those smokes will go down, and it's definitely very strong on this map. You can get heaven smoked on A site very quickly.
Well,
very important.
We'll find out, I guess, how the Condors handle this, because it is 1-1 across these two squads, MCE and the Condors, both looking for that victory. The first time we've seen in Valorant over the past few weeks in this semester us go to a decider, and now here we are. And it's been a backward state. We said it before, but it's quite interesting. I want to point it again, is that the first map, which was our MCE split on pick on split, was a victory for the Condors. It was a climb back too. It did look like MCE was starting to walk away with it. And then we went over to Icebox, and it was our pick.
Yeah.
And it was an MCE victory, and quite handily as well, you might say. There was a bit of a bite back at the end there for Condors, but overall it felt like MCE generally had a little of a rope and a bow tied around that. It was their present to open. So it was just interesting how kind of backwards it's been today.
Yeah, backwards for sure, and the lobby's all backwards right now. Things aren't going too well. Couple bugs going on, so you're going to be waiting a little bit longer to get in this game, unfortunately. But
this is your fault.
It's my fault. Damn.
Yeah, it's your fault.
Listen, everybody watching at home and all the players, I apologize for all these issues on my behalf. Deeply am sorry for all the wrongdoing that I've been doing during this game.
Don't know if I can look at you anymore.
Yeah, and I can't blame you. I mean, you have every right to look away. I've just been really messing up today. I don't know what to say. I mean, it's tough. You know, I got a lot of assignments that are piling up. You know, I'm not in the right headspace potentially. So I apologize.
You know what? You're forgiven.
Thank you. Oh God, let's go.
Hey, I believe in second chances for everyone.
Wow, you're
just
so
don't do it
today.
again. Just don't do it again. Anyways, we see great attitude coming out from our squad.
Yeah, smiles all around. Love to see it. Keeping the attitudes up. I guess one of the players blue screen or something like that. So maybe they're messing with the PCs. I don't know.
Classic. No,
plotting and scheming.
It honestly happens to me a lot. Now, if we're blaming anyone, let's blame Windows. I think we can all get behind that.
Blame Windows. I hate Windows.
Yeah, I think
I want to go back to Windows 7.
Windows. Let's go back to Vista.
Yeah, those were good days. But agent selection, very quick here. No switch ups, I don't think, right?
I don't believe I signed agents.
Yeah, no switch ups. Getting into it quickly, hopefully here. A couple blue screens, but we'll be good to go.
Well, third time's a charm. By the way, if you're watching right now, get down to our socials below and follow everything so you don't miss anything. That's how it works, right? We want to show up in your feed.
We do.
We want to make it cooler.
Yeah. If you see a bell on any of those, just click it.
Oh, wow. Bells. Those are cool to click.
They are real cool to click.
Anyways, let's get into it. We got our decider map here on Bind. Ladies and gentlemen, third time is indeed a charm. And MC is going up against the Condors. The Condors winning map 1 with MCE map 2, who will have the momentum coming into this one?
I mean, this round's going to decide it. It looks like we're having a real aggressive play going over towards B from Condors, but we actually have Viper with a wall set up over at A, maybe trying to keep people there a little bit longer. Just a Raze on B. Now, Raze is going to hear a lot of stuff going out, a lot of util, so these rotates are surely going to come out early. Oh, MGD actually does get one on the rotate. And
nice
Panko
pick.
Gets a really nice shot. Can't pick up another after that. MGD shooting shots back and forth. Not able to land any, unfortunately. It's all up to Ella now. Taken out by McMag. Oh, McMag did change. McMag on Viper.
Oh, you're right. Yes. Okay. It happened so fast, and my eyes are unfamiliar with it that I was not able to discern that information when you asked.
Yeah.
And in all honesty, I looked at one of the agents and just answered your question confidently with a yes.
Yeah. So
I didn't actually look at everyone else.
Yeah, same. I just figured they would be the same, but I was wrong. Same agents, just different players playing them.
Maybe they heard your talk about Sky and said, "Oh yeah, he's right. I need to not play this character."
Oh man, yeah, I really am messing up tonight. Jeez.
Well, we'll see how it does for them. It's done well so far.
Yeah, that Brim Molotov really shutting down a lot of what I think Condors had planned there. We saw Boombot and the Sky Dog coming out. Nothing came of it though.
Ooh, a sneaky attempted pick there on the Condors around that corner. Couple shots through the wall to warn them off. We'll see. Again, time ticking down now because of these smokes.
Yeah, MGD kind of set up, trying to watch that flank and maybe get some picks here. Looks like we might see an encounter as soon as that wall goes down.
Run around straight through. There's one down.
Oh, but nobody really aware of the possibility of a flank. McMag able to pick up two. Panko gets another, but a whole lot of kills going on left and right. And not really any of them going in Condors' favor, unfortunately. But they did only have classics. A little safe for them. Usually expect to lose there. And they got two. Could have been worse.
Yep.
But uneven buys now. Let's see what Condors can make happen.
Hopefully magic.
Hopefully magic. Yeah. Let's see magic. Are you a believer in magic?
In the real world?
In the real world.
No, absolutely not.
No?
Well, unless it's like sleight of hand magic, yeah.
No, that stuff is pretty intense.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Not a crystal guy?
A crystal guy? Is that a thing? What's that? Like look at crystals?
Yeah, you charge your crystals.
Oh, okay. I see
full
like
moonlight.
my chakra.
Yeah, your chakras.
No, not quite.
No?
No.
Fair enough.
Do you have yours?
No.
Oh,
No,
okay,
I do
okay.
not. I do not. But I'm just wondering.
That's why we're losing. It's your fault again. Okay.
Yeah.
Should have brought your crystals today,
Gotta
man.
get my Shungite going. I apologize, everybody.
Well.
But maybe Condors has some Shungite charge, and Panko might be able to make something happen, but Ella's the one to do it. Getting that first pick over on Zook. B-site open up for the Condors. Getting that spike down, and Kaz able to also get another pick.
This is good.
Yeah, only two players left on MCE's side, and MGD is... I didn't even see that. And I have access to the whole mini-map. So definitely catching Brimstone off guard there.
Yeah, he was just running in.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, at that point, when you have that much of the team alive, you can cover a lot of angles.
Right, right. So great round for Condors. Good way to bring it back after losing pistol in that following round. They get them rifles in their hands, and they start making things happen.
And the fact that the first two rounds were not – they did not feel like they were confidently dominated by MC, that I do feel like this is going to be very much a back-and-forth map.
Yeah.
That the Condors aren't going to see a situation they saw with Icebox where they felt kind of out of it the whole time.
Yeah, I mean, it's already proving it. I don't think they had really any rounds at all at the start. But Zook able to push up through mid and get one, but we do get a trade. So all is not lost. Panko's already up very far and actually able to catch Monza off guard. Bill is kind of ready for MGD's plays, though. I think MGD was making their way over towards A, kind of trying to lurk. But
McMag doing McMag things. Panko off the board.
Yeah, smoke's going out. Gonna try to delay the retake once the spike goes down, but 2 players on Condors' side, one of them on very low HP.
Yeah, this is not going to be easy for the Condors. They're just going to try to gather information, slow down that approach as much as possible, but you know that a rush, if the clock gets down too low, will end up happening. And really, that's all MC kind of has to do. If they work together, they should be able to retake. One down for Turks. Yeah, I almost said Turks PQ, Turks GF.
Yeah, can't quite get 2, and Kaz not able to finish it off either with that low HP. So this round is going to go over to MCE. Condors did their best there, but lost too many, unfortunately, early on before that spike got put down. And McMag catching one off guard there. QP did a good job of almost getting 2, but unfortunately didn't.
Well, it's only 2 rounds down.
Yep.
We've seen the bigger climb back for the Condors before, but of course, you don't want to let this start sliding too fast. Looks like an A push for the Condors.
Viper wall set up real early. Seen a couple one-ways going out, but nothing really taken off of it. But Arc is able to get that pick as he pushed up through showers, I believe, and caught MGD off guard.
Well, I like this. They pulled MC over to A site, and now they'll make that push over to B, where they only have 1 on point. If they can get a quick tag here, this will be wonderful for the Condors. They have to watch that left turn, and they team shoot.
Oh, but that Brimstone ult, it's going to be huge. Actually takes out 3 players. All up to Kaz, but can't make anything happen. What a...
That was massive for MC, and the McMagon just to clean up the last. Ouchies.
Oof, yeah.
Get the Band-Aids.
The Band-Aids indeed, and that also leaves MCE with 3 ultimate abilities as well after that round. So it's going to be tough. McMag's able to kind of take an entire site by themselves if they really want to with that ultimate. Not really what you want to see. That Brimstone ult was definitely something to watch. I mean,
cute.
Really great timing on that. Let's play. Put the sprays. I mean, Condors they don't get put down too quickly after losing rounds, and they're
hanging out.
They're hanging out. Their mental game is always up, it seems. And Kaz showing that off, does get an early pick, but Monza is able to take out 2 right after that. QP is able to get another, but 2 players going down, not what you want to see.
Yeah, that hurts right off the bat. They're very early picks. I mean, you got trade back on 2 right after, so we're still sitting at a 3-3.
Kaz just holding strong, hopefully to catch somebody lacking off guard. MGD, pushing up through A, and Arc actually seemed to be ready for it, but MGD still able to win that gunfight. Now, not sure if MGD knows that another one's there. Oh, now he does, but peeks into it. Toxic Bill's able to pick it up. It's all up to QP here. Does have an ultimate for post plant, but Toxic Bill's going to use that ultimate and get the information. Now, she could use TP here and get out of there, but I'm not too sure. Ooh, gets caught out
Not quite.
by Toxic Bill. Not able to get it.
Now we're starting to see a bit of that runaway. I wonder if we'll see a timeout come out.
Yeah.
The Condors, because, again, that 4-round lead starts to make you think, what can we do to close this gap?
Yeah, you might want to try to stop that momentum from going, but I don't think we're going to really
It doesn't look like
it.
we're going to see one, though.
Yeah, hey, maybe they're just fully confident in their ability to make things happen. Now, on MCE side, we're not seeing as split of a spread of those kills. McMag is at 8 with Toxic Bill following close behind with 7.
Monza, although the only 2 kills they have on the board did come from that round just before there, where 2 of the Condors lined up for them.
With Brimstone in a really sneaky spot here. I'm not sure if that's a Vandal or if that's
he's
a
going to make the peek.
It is. It's a Judge. And that's not really a fight you want to fight with a Vandal. The Judge, very dominant in those close-range fights. It looks like Brim's going to take advantage of that, smoke that off, and hold that corner. Nobody's going to want to push through that.
I see Ella trying to make the rotate around.
Right here.
With the Viper. making sure they're not getting snuck up on behind. But again, with time clicking down and down, they're going to have to try to find their way onto one of these sites. I wonder which one they're going to pick. It looks like they're going to opt for A instead. But there are 3 players on site there, and you're now going to have that flank coming up behind you, and you got to watch these hallways. This is going to hurt once they approach you. And there's the fight. Yeah. And we're not expecting it.
Completely caught off guard. Not too sure if they avoided the Cypher trips, or if they just weren't set up, or if they got broken early in the round. But yeah, no information, unfortunately, from. Oh, they don't have a Cypher. Sorry, Chamber was dead. So that flank was very doable for MCE. You don't have that information for watching flank. You got to take advantage of it, and it shows that works out.
And it was delayed too. Condors were watching out for it earlier on, but forgot that it could still happen at any time.
Yeah. Yeah, in the heat of the moment, it's hard to remember that, oh, hey, they can just kind of walk up behind us and do whatever they want. So
they could have been there the whole time.
Yeah, see stingers going out from Condors. Now, they did get some information on Brim hitting that alt point.
Problem is that smoke is in the way.
Oh, hello! Panko finds him in the smoke, does dink him, and Ella's able to get that trade. So kind of what you want to happen in these rounds. You want to at least get one. If it means getting a trade, it's important, because those Vandals can do more damage than the Stinger. Ella pushing out through sight, does get taken out by Toxic Bill, but QP is able to take one out, then gets taken out by McMag.
Two left.
Vandal in Kaz's hands. You know of it. Viper v Viper, but McMag comes out on top.
One left now on the side of Condors. We'll see if Kaz can pop off, but that's going to be a shot from the blind side. And a 7-1 lead for MCE. And the Condors need to make things change here, and they'll finally call that timeout. I guess this is the time they decided. They said, hey, we'll give it one more.
Yep.
See what we can do. But no bueno.
Yeah, definitely need to discuss something here, figure out what's not working. And I know you're not the most knowledgeable person in the world in this game, but what do you think they could be doing differently here to make them win some rounds?
Oh, all right. Well, if I put on my thinking cap here, I'm going to go for them needing to just rush every site. Just rush one of the sites.
Yeah, we haven't seen too much aggression from them. Now, their team comp doesn't allow too much aggression, but I'm with you on that.
Listen to Coach Lee. Don't listen to Coach Lee.
I think they could make that happen. I think Panko can kind of satchel out there, and if Ella has some well-placed util and you got some well-placed smokes from both controllers, you might be able to make something happen.
I'm going to ask you that in a second here, but I do want to mention, hey, we our other team, Val Gold, we saw them just chilling out before on cams during the, I think it was a break. We're like, hey, that looks like a victory pose. It was.
It was.
Apparently a very dominant victory pose.
2-0.
And the rounds were very much in their favor.
Yes.
So congratulations on them. Now we'll see if the Val White team can pick it out. And for you, do you think, what do you think they need to do?
What do I think they need to do? I'm very much with that aggression. I'd say that, clicking some heads usually works out in your favor, I'd say.
Hey, I called a rush. If this works, I'm a genius. I said just do this.
So. Yeah, you need to get your brain tested, because you might have some future sight or something. And future sight, indeed, MGD clicking ahead. Ella on fire right now with 3 kills, all of them headshots. And now it's all up to the Brimstone. Ella maybe get a 4th here.
Info's there.
Try to get it happen. Yeah, info's there.
See the Brimstone trying to push Arc. We'll see back off and starts just poking through the smoke. Ella tries to spray back and says, do not shoot at me. They're clicking down the clock right now. 1 left, and they're going to want to get off site in just a few seconds, because I think this one might be for the Condors. That aggression has been massive on this round. That'll be a bite back. It'll be a 7-2. Still in favor of MC.
Ella and MGD doing wonders for the team there. Ella getting 3, MGD getting 2. Great stuff from Condors. There it is. Once again, McMag does have that lead on the teammates in kills. Definitely the most dominant player, I'd say, in this in both teams here.
So, when am I getting promoted to coach?
To coach, huh?
Yeah. I got one play right.
Yeah, one play right. It's gonna be. It might be tricky casting and coaching, but I think you might be able to make something happen.
That's what we're doing right now, anyways.
Yeah,
we'll just hook them into our feed. They'll have to listen to us the whole time.
Not too sure how fair the game would be, but I mean.
Oh, that's true. I guess that wouldn't be fair at all.
Yeah, great call there. The aggression is definitely, I think, what they needed. Now, it looks like they're slowing it down a little bit more here, but they're still moving up a little quicker. Kaz able to pick one up, but at the same time, Monza able to take one down, and that's going to be 2 for Monza.
Yeah, with 3 left. We'll see how they engage the site or if they end up wrapping around.
Yeah, Kaz kind of holding this angle really strong here, trying to catch one. If Kaz can get one, it might change the tides, but Toxic Bill able to shut it down. Condors looking for something, but attitudes don't seem to be down. Kind of messing around, and QP's able to get a kill there.
Yeah, down to a 3-2. They still have a little bit of time on their hands, but not a lot. They're still opting to hold on to that B point. I don't think that leaving this is going to be much of an option. I mean, they still could, but there is still a player from MCE waiting on the other side of that teleport if they did opt for that option instead. So now they're going to push site. We'll see. Watch your back. They might get picked down. MGD on point and gets taken out. And the defenders will win. That's MCE. Again, a hard push for the Condors. That wasn't going to be an easy take, but an attempt nonetheless.
Yeah, MCE really showing that they're patient. They don't get antsy at all. Now, they did with maybe one of those picks, but they also had such a man advantage where it doesn't matter as much. But yeah, just being very patient. We saw Brimstone Arc just kind of sitting outside of that TP, very ready for a possible rotate. And he just hung out there the whole round. Didn't matter. And the rest of the players just kind of held their angles, and it worked out for him. So the patience, I think, is really what's helping them win. But it's also like kind of a planned aggression. They know when to go for that flank as well.
Oh, well, information just been gathered.
Yeah.
There's at least one player sitting on the B site, and it looks like they're going to opt to keep going for that since they didn't see any more. They got the wall out on A, and we're going to see a big flank here. I wonder how that's going to handle there, but MGD does get taken down. It was Meg that was hanging out. 3 players now convening for MCE on B site. The fights begin. Ella gets taken down not without trading, though. Panko's going to grab one as well. We have a 3-3 plant. That spike. The Condors do exactly that. And another kill for Kaz. Kaz trying to light him up. Absolutely massive for Kaz. And now 3v1 hold. And Kaz is going to lock down that site for the Condors. Beautiful hold, and that's what I like to see from the Condors.
Yeah, that's a great round. And what really makes that even better is they didn't have to use any ultimates to secure that round, right? So that round was absolutely looking in their favor. When you have that Brimstone ult and the bombs taken down like that, you know, you section off a lot of time for yourself to let that bomb kind of make its way down. So being able to get that round with Kaz getting 3 and not wasting any of those ultimates makes this round look a lot more in their favor to close up this gap before the half ends.
Don't get in my way. That's right. Stay out of the way.
Yeah. Viper Pit going out very early over at A.
Yeah, again, another B site, though. And that's pushed up super aggressive. We'll see if they win these gunfights. Get one on Manson. Not quite. Panko taken down. That's going to hurt their push.
Yeah, Ella flashing out. Gets people, but in that same spot where her teammate was taken out, Monza's also able to get that one. Kaz left over in hookah with that ultimate ability, but MGD doing work over at A. So now A side is completely clear. Kaz going to try to make their way over to A, but spikes down though. Not in a great spot either.
Yeah, no, that's not ideal. Oh, at least it's a 2-2, but it's still, as you said, not ideal.
Kaz not looking at that corner. Arc sitting there, and it's all up to MGD. Can she win this round for the Condors, bring it to an 8-4 half? Yes.
Yes, the answer is yes. I'm going to answer your question right now, yes.
Wow, I love the confidence.
We'll see.
MGD does have a
Soup's
Viper
right there. Let's see if you can get the pick. Oh, no. There. Oh, now you get the info, but a little bit too late. My answer to your question of Ken was a yes. The answer of will it happen, I wasn't sure of. The answer was a no.
I was about to call you a liar, but
no, you just said Ken.
I did say Ken, didn't I?
Ken.
That's fair. That is fair. You can do anything.
It's like when you ask the teacher, can I go to the washroom? Sure. But may you? Absolutely not. Sit down. That's what MC just said to the Condors.
Yeah.
You may not go to the washroom yet.
No washroom yet.
9-3 again. This is starting to get into dire territory for the Condors. But we do have a side switch.
Yep.
We'll see how they handle defense. Just rush them too. You know what?
Yeah, rush them. Yeah, just go. And it actually looks like they might be over at B. Potentially, if they spot nobody, they might just make their way over.
Yep.
To the flank, we'll see.
That'll be great info for them, though, for the people on A.
Yeah, we're seeing the Sky Dog go out. They do spot one kind of lurking and watching that TP.
Oh, my God. They see everyone. Kaz, come on. There's no pick for there, but Panko grabs
Panko's
two. Yeah, Mansa does trade out, though, Panko, but at least that's 2 down. McMeg, of course, doing what McMeg does, and now we're down to a 3v2 in favor of MCE.
Both players on Condors rotating a little bit late here, but they were contemplating whether going out. They do end up getting that flash on Monzo. They almost fumble that one, but they're able to pick it up. MGD cleaning it up. Now it's a 2v2. Both players have an enemy very low.
But they do have to deal with the spike as well.
Yeah, but Ellis still has utility to deal with. Oh, but gets swung on by McMag. Bad timing. They were too focused on Cypher in that corner, I think, not really expecting the player to be ready for that trade.
People coming from everywhere.
Yes.
Well, hopefully that's a lesson that the Condors learn next time they make a move into that room, that they watch all the entrances.
Absolutely.
10-3 now.
10-3.
Very close to victory for MC.
I would say it's dire now.
Well, yeah, I mean, I was kind of on the dire situation.
That's fair.
The last round, too.
Yeah, but now it's tough. Losing that pistol round makes it really hard to win your next one, but Kaz says, who cares, and gets that pick regardless.
Yeah, now we have Condors holding that A site, and it seems like that's where MC opts to go anyways. Any picks? Nope. Sight on anyone. Smoke's down. That's going to allow MC to move on to site. Ella trying to get sneaky through the smoke. You can hear the plant, but can't get the shots landed. You're getting a retaliation. MGD does get to take down one, though. Toxic Bill off the field. Spike planted. We'll see how they handle 4v3. Patience from the Condors. The calm before the storm. Acid on the floor. Someone threw up their lunch. All right, now the push has to happen. Move into sight, and there it is.
Sticking down, but Panko tries to tap that bomb and maybe force some peeks, but Arc was ready for it. Nobody able to trade it. It's going to be 11-3 for MCE.
Yeah, again, you have to make that push, but it's hard because you know with 3 left, someone's probably watching that spike, going for the fake defuse. You just get kind of caught with your pants down.
Even buys now. See if Condors can make something happen with the even firepower, but this this gap is going very far apart now. But hey, they almost brought it back on Icebox. It's still doable on this one.
Well, that'll be information for MCE. They plan to move on site anyways. Quite aggressively, 2, 1 down, 2 down. And that's going to be a great situation for the Condors. All 5 players left. And I wonder how MCE is going to try to handle this. That's not the early start they were looking for. Toxic Bill, what you got? Push up here now from
like
Ella.
Going to try to pick up that spike.
Boom!
Oh, Ella's going to predict it, but Toxic Bill ends up taking up both players. On low health, but Sky is still alive, so able to heal him up over to 100. It's going to be tricky now. All of Condors still set up over at B, playing as a team. Fortunately, it looks like MCE is going to be making their way over towards A. Yeah,
certainly. We're sending one over there to get the information, but
he's making their way over.
The other two are going to need to rotate real quick.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, do you opt to teleport if you're that far away, or is the rotate around spawn a lot quicker?
I'd say the spawn is, it's not necessarily quicker, but it's just so much safer.
Fair.
You know, you're open to where that plant spot is, the default plant spot.
Gotcha.
So you just go through spawn and you can play as a team. But
well,
yeah, Monza taking out Kaz, and it's up to 2.
One enemy remaining.
Gunfight on site, and that's going to be MGD taking down Monza. Another one, last one, Toxic Bill on the run, and they're going to go for a defuse. That'll be a free defuse, yeah.
I think
Toxic Bill's like, goodbye!
I think maybe he's trying to run around and maybe force a fake and try to let the time run out and potentially able to come around and be unpredictable.
Well, he was. He got a kill at the end there.
Yeah,
so.
He did get a kill at the end there, but not the round. So it is going to be unfortunate for Condors, as they kind of need all the money they can get right now.
Yeah.
They don't have too much. We're seeing
Ain't that
Panko
the truth for all of us, though?
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I am with you. So Bulldogs coming out from Condors, just one Vandal. So not as much firepower as I think they'd like. Lost a couple too many that round. Still going to make something happen, though.
Oh, there's the info. They know there's some approaching attackers. How they're going to handle it is the question. Oh,
Which is
almost had that crosshair placement on point to nab a couple dings through the wall.
Hella getting one early here. Get McMag, one of the most dominant players in this game. MGD is able to take one out as well. Condors is playing it slow and tactical.
Nope. Great hold for the Condor so far. Toxic Bill eventually takes down Kaz. Now that information out. See how MC handles it. 43 seconds left for the attackers to make a move and plant spike.
All the Condors knows the last two are there. QP is fully cleared out all of A, so they know that they can just kind of sit there and rely off that.
There's the information. And, oh no, the gunfight lost, and that's going to be 2 on point, but Ella comes through clutch and says, sit down, this is my site. Condors now at 5.
Gap starting to close.
Is a little bit less stress than having your opponents be on match point.
Right.
While you're trying to make the fight back, because you know at least there's 1 or 2 rounds you can give away.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is a little less stress, but still stressful regardless, because you still have quite a few rounds to win.
But hey, it seems like they handle it pretty well. I mean, what we saw in Icebox was, I think, pretty impressive. They won. I think they were down. They were at 3 and they won up to 7.
Right.
Something like that. So, I mean, that's a lot of rounds to win one.
There's a lot of rounds. Hey!
On match point.
Great start there. Panko taking down the spike. They know where it is. They know where MC he is going to have to approach. Showstopper out. He nailed 1, but McMag takes down 2 in retaliation.
Just Brimstone left on site. Ooh, but Ella's actually going to opt for the TP. Does she expect Toxic Bill to be so close? Oh, she doesn't. I think her flash just barely missed Toxic Bill, and this is going to be tough. Spike's already down.
Yeah.
QP is in a decent spot. I don't believe they know that she's there.
And they will soon.
Oh.
1 down. We'll see it. There comes the swing. Monza waiting for her to come around the corner. On site. We'll see MGD make a strong push, trying to get as much information as possible. 1 down. This is going to be a hard fight to win, especially with Zook around those boxes. You have to go for that defuse. In a second, you know you're about to get seen, and there it is. A win for MC.
Close round, but wasn't able to pull it off in the end, unfortunately.
Now It's that dreaded match point we talked about.
Yeah.
We saw the Condors on that point for quite a while as they got some wins back, but they weren't able to wrap up that second map. So we'll see if they can tell a different story this time around. And they'll be hanging around mid. The attackers, we see the Condors setting up across the board. Aggressive B again. To try to get that information as soon as possible.
I think Panko spotted McMag over there, so I'm sure they have a pretty good idea of where they might be going.
Yeah, it seems like they might. Oh, there's going to be a collision here at mid. Oh, and it might be in our favor. Oh no, but that swing does go to Manta. MGD gets taken down. And now a full rush onto A site. Swinging in there. Panko takes down one. There's another one. Beautiful. Let's see if there's another one, but getting caught with util out. Now down to a 3-3 on site. Let's see if they can prevent the spike being planted. They're just going to let that happen. Oh, and this is not the best situation. This might end up being GG if we can't get the clutchiest of all clutch from the Condors now.
Yeah, tons of util down. It's going to be really tough with this Viper pit out.
Absolutely.
Not a lot of info, and everybody's set up for this spike, so they got to make something happen here. They got one smoke on Brim, but that's about it.
Well, they used to be back there, but not anymore. Ella trying to get the sneaky picks. You have to get on there now. This is not going to be a situation I would put in in high percentage for the Condors, and of course it wasn't. 13-5. That's going to be a GG's, and the win is going to go to MCE. Well, again, it seemed to be a situation that might have gone in the Condors' favor early on. We saw them steal MCE's first map pick, win it out and say, okay, if we're going to ours, it's going to be good. The reverse happened, and that momentum just carried through for MCE.
Yeah. Unfortunate stuff from Condors. I mean, they did get a good job of trying to keep it close on Icebox, but it was a little tougher for them on Bind, I think.
Yeah, I mean, again, there were some good pushes, but you're right. We talked about it, some of the aggression not quite coming out maybe when it needed to be, and especially in those later rounds on defense, they caught themselves trying to fight the clock so much that they had to make rash decisions.
Yeah, so, I mean, tough stuff, but the rounds were close for the most part.
Right.
Most of the rounds that they were losing were pretty close. It wasn't a complete wash, so they gave it a good effort, kept their spirits up, but unfortunately weren't able to win it out.
Hey, you can only do so much again at the end of the day as long as you're playing games and having fun.
Yeah.
That's all that matters, right?
All right.
Let's take a look at the schedule because we're not done for the week. There's a lot more coming your way. We've already had 2 days down of action here at the Condors facility at Conestoga College. Of course, coming your way tomorrow is a double whammy. We've got Call of Duty and a CS2 at the same time. We'll be focusing on that Call of Duty match and then doing our best to try and swing over and get you updates on that CS2 match right afterwards. And, of course, across the board, if you want to just focus on CS2, well, then we got that for you on the 9th there. And my favorite, we get a little bit of Rocket League.
There you are.
Coming up in the future. Do you like Rocket League?
Yeah, it's fun. I've never played it before, but okay, so I played it one time at a friend's house on his Xbox. That's it.
You played it on the worst console to play it on, too. No, sorry. Okay, the Switch definitely wins that one.
That's fair. That's
okay.
fair. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Just once, but I mean, hey, it's fun.
Did you try to aerial?
Sure.
Oh my God. Okay, this is absolutely ridiculous. So what are your final thoughts on the match today?
On the match today, I mean, they gave it a good effort. The first game was a great comeback for Condors. They showed a lot of good stuff there, but unfortunately, they weren't able to keep it up for the rest of the games. Good games all around.
Well,
fun stuff.
It was great. If you want to continue to see the action, make sure to hit up our socials down below. If you've done it, then congratulations. You should have done it before. It means you listened. If you haven't done it, we're coming for you. We're gonna make you play Rocket League or something. No, that's a win.
Yeah.
It's not very fair.
We can play League of Legends.
Oh, That's just brutal. Satan over here. We have Satan over here. Anyways, guys, thanks for hanging out. We'll hopefully see you guys in the future. It's going to be great. Come on back.